Welcome back
to the BackWoods, y'all. We've got a special little treat for y'all. You can see in the background of Cody there, we got two little movie stars back there. Cody'd like to introduce them.
the girls from what's your guys what do you call your production company? What do you call your production company?
Psycho Sisters Films.
Speak up so they can hear you.
Psycho Sister Films.
Psycho Sisters Films. They're on Rumble. They've got a few of their movies up so far, but tonight we're going to premiere their newest short film. It's called Hooked. We watched the classic 1986 slasher film Bloodhook here a few nights ago, and the girls were inspired by it and decided to do their own short film take on in the air of Bloodhook. Is it ready to roll?
Okay, we're here. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting.
Yeah.
Like, this is so exciting. Like, so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I'm so excited to go swimming tomorrow. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm really tired. Let's get some sleep. Oh, wake up. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, let's go swimming. Come on, let's
Okay.
go. Yeah, I'm just like so excited. I'm so excited to go swimming. I've been waiting all summer for this.
Yes. Come on.
Let's go.
What are these kids doing here? I wouldn't go swimming in these parts here. It's not safe. There's been a bunch of bad things happen down there, I promise you.
Oh, you're just a crazy old man. We just want to go swimming. Come on.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what that old man was talking about.
He's crazy.
I know. I did hear about someone getting eaten by piranhas, but I doubt there's piranhas here.
Yeah.
There's no way that there's piranhas here. Like,
Yeah.
it's obvious that there's not. Like, there might be catfish, but that's about it.
Look, it's our bus.
Let's go. Get out of here.
They got it started.
Save yourself, kid!
Oh my gosh. Get away from her. Hey! Hey, Obama! Move forward! Wow!
wishing game was awesome. I gotta go tell everybody about it. Are you?
Did see it good?
Send it!
Crap, I started to.
I'm so ready for bed. Ah. We can't be. Wait, it's not starting. Thank God it started.
Did it? Yeah, there you go. 3, 2, 1, action.
That was great, girls.
Yeah, keep them coming.
That is awesome to see that, because it's like they're having fun with it, and it's just going to get better. You know what I mean? They're starting so young with this stuff, and the story and everything they put together. You know, it's a fun thing. You know what I mean? And it's something that's going to just, like I said, you're starting so young, it's just going to keep getting better. Like that's what you do.
Well, this is you guys' eighth short film you've done.
Yes.
So and just seeing what they from when they started to what they've come to now, how much they've improved and learned. Since they started making these here, what, about a year ago? Maybe a little longer than a year ago.
2 years ago. I actually just posted our very first movie.
Can you guys hear them okay?
Yeah, I can hear them. Yeah.
Yep. Coming in good.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And girls, how old are you? So our viewers know. They can't hear me, can they,
We're way
Cody?
behind.
Their audio's got a lag in it.
Yeah.
On
Just, he asked how old they were to let everybody know.
How old are you guys?
I'm 12
And
and
I'm
she's
11.
11.
So
The
see,
Psycho Sisters, man.
and some of the movies they've put out have been really great quality, especially for their age. I mean, a lot better than a lot of grown people I've seen that put movies out all the time.
Yeah.
Very creative, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I loved the Obama mask too.
I know. I was like, where'd he go? I got this hook. I'm gonna kill you with it. Yeah.
Did you guys catch when she stabbed him in the ass with the umbrella? Hey, Obama, move forward.
Time to move on.
Move forward. Moving forward.
No, that's fun. What's the Cody? What's the? I guess what's their channel again? It's on Rumble.
It's Psycho_Sisters_Films.
Okay.
Psycho_sister_.
Yeah.
No S after sister.
Oh, no S, just no S after sister, just sister, not
just
sister.
sister.
Psycho Sister. Okay.
Yep.
All right. We'll make sure to follow
and,
that then.
Kelsey has her mom has her a Snapchat set up where she posts all of her special effects makeup she does.
Oh, cool.
She does some awesome work.
She has the same.
Or is it TikTok? TikTok.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's Rumble. Oh no, she posted it on. She posts on TikTok. It's Mutant Mama.
Mutant Mama. Yeah, her
Mutant Mama on TikTok. Oh, okay.
Yep. And she posts, and this kid right here, she has been doing special effects makeup since she was like 6.
Now, does she have like a kit or something, or is she just using makeup? Like
a little bit of both. She watches a bunch of YouTube videos on how to do it, and here, a couple of years ago, we got her one of the Tom Savini makeup kits.
There you go. Okay, I was like, does she have a Tom Savini kit? Because I think
she's done some amazing stuff with that. You can check it out on the Mutant Mama TikTok.
Cool.
But, she does holiday themed ones too. Like she did an awesome one. We took and cut a plastic Christmas ball, like the glass ball ornament, and she made it look like it was stuck in her forehead coming out. Yeah, you remember that one, Pat? And it was great.
That's so cool.
Like you said, a lot of the stuff she does is better than a lot of the stuff we see in indie horror films.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, they. I was asking them. They was having a birthday party for her, and I was like, "Well, what's she into?" And Code's like, "Oh, all kind, special effects, makeup." And I just found a bunch of like Halloween makeup and stuff like that, and got that and put it in a big bag. And the stuff she done with that was just like, wow, you know, she is amazing with the special effects.
If she, dude, I mean, that's the future right there, sitting right next to Cody there.
Oh hell
They
yeah,
keep at it.
the future.
No,
of
I just
horror.
wanted to say that was awesome, and to plug their channel and everything too. So look forward to more of the Psycho Sisters.
Oh yeah,
Or Psycho
Shoot, yeah.
Sister Productions.
Keep up the good work, girls.
Yes, awesome
Yep.
stuff.
Anything else you guys want to talk about while you're on here?
Tell them about your Rumble account. She's got her own Rumble account, and it's uppercase Kels _SFX.
Yeah, and I guess what are you gonna post a bunch of your TikTok special effects stuff on there?
Awesome.
But yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what you guys do next, and super proud of you for what
shoot,
you've done
yeah.
so far, and just keep learning and keep having fun doing it, and we can't wait to see what you guys come up with next. I'm
Yep.
sure it'll be great.
And if you guys ever need some extras, I'm always open for coming in and helping out.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you'll get dragged into it before long.
Will do.
But all right, girls. Anything else?
No.
Okay, you want to say bye to everybody, and thanks for watching.
Bye.
Oop.
You got
Okay, guys.
You got a lot of creativity right there, Code. Very
All
proud
right.
of them girls.
Brush your teeth and go to bed.
We will.
Okay,
It's summertime,
uh,
old man.
that's
It's
all.
summertime.
Right.
Be quiet.
I'm gonna get me a
Oh, wait a minute. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's summertime for them, but the old man still got to get up and go to work, right?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
all do. We all do.
Ah, that's better.
So I know you're going to get into these films. You let me know when you want to pull up the different trailers for these. I got to find them on YouTube, but I'll have them ready whenever you know what I mean? Whenever you need them.
Oh yeah, shit.
So
I'm
just
sorry. I
let me
didn't. I didn't send you the trailers. I guess I could have done that.
Nah, it's all good. It's not hard to find.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just let me know.
All right. Well, Code, have you been watching anything? Guess we could call this segment of what you've been watching or something like that, because we always kind of start off with that.
Yeah. Well. No. Just the Boggy Creek films. That's been about it.
Yeah.
Really haven't had time for much else. I don't know. I might have talked about it on the last show. I run across some of the old TK and Mike Outdoors or Outdoors
Yeah.
with TK and Mike episodes on YouTube, and I forgot just how funny those were.
Yeah, some of them were pretty funny.
But those are all available now on I think the Mossy Oak has an app, a streaming app, and all the episodes are available on there now. And I think they've also put them out on DVD.
See,
DVD
that's
and
the neat
Blu-ray.
thing. TK and Mike done the same thing your girls are doing. You know, just had ideas, got a camera, and
They were
went to work.
firemen. They were both firemen, and they were hunting
Yeah.
buddies. And they just started doing it, just for fun. And people started wanting to buy their videos.
Mhm.
And it blew up and became hugely
TK and Mike.
popular for them. And then about the time it became hugely popular, that's when TK was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and
Yeah.
and
Damn that trophy chewing tobacco.
yeah. But
Yeah.
that's a shame. Those guys were great, and I do know it's on YouTube. The National Wild Turkey Federation, they brought back Mike. They took him on a hunt and interviewed
Oh,
him,
really?
talking about here in 2020 they did, I think 2020 or 2021.
Damn. He's got to be, what, pushing 60 now?
He's probably in his 50s. I mean, you can tell he looks okay.
Mid to late
You can
50s.
tell
Yeah.
But they were pretty young when I think they were both in their 20s when they were doing it. So, I mean, they're probably about
Yeah,
a
'cause-
decade older than us.
Yeah, because I was about driving age whenever I discovered them.
Yeah, they put out
So,
their
yeah.
first one, I think, in '95.
Yep. Well, I've been watching some stuff for our next show. Not going to disclose that, but I did catch one of the Netflix.
Please do, because I don't
ones.
remember what it was.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later. We talked about it before because it's coming up on an anniversary, and it just the day of our show is just spot on with it. The 31st. But no, I caught one of the Netflix originals with lured me into it because Pierce Bronson stars in it. Instead of In-Laws, it's called Outlaws.
I saw the trailer for it.
I thought the wife would like it, and of course she fell asleep in the first 10 minutes. We were watching it because we always watch shit when we're laying in bed. But if it didn't have Pierce Bronson isn't the lead actor in it. There's this one guy, I can't remember who it is, and I cannot stand the way he's doing his acting. It just, it was obnoxious, and it was so stupid, it wasn't even funny. And if they would have X'd that character and put some other kind of character in it, it would have been a really good movie. But yeah, Pierce was great in it, him and his wife.
He's always great. It doesn't matter what they put him in.
Oh, and I cannot remember that woman's name that plays his wife to save my life. She's a great actress.
I don't remember.
It's Ellen
They
Barkin.
play a couple badasses.
Oh, Ellen Barkin, yeah.
Yes. They play a couple badasses in it, but
she was hot.
It's
in the
worth
80s.
the watch. Yeah, still not bad for her age. But
yeah, her and Pacino and Sea of Love.
Yep. Oh yeah, I'd forgot about that one. Yeah. And that is about. Oh, well, I take it back. If you remember on the other podcast we used to be on that we shall not mention, I was talking about all the Howling movies that I could not find because they were out of print. Well, guess where I found them? On Tubi.
Oh, awesome.
And I can see why they're out of print. Holy shit. What was the one? There's one. I'm wanting to say New Moon Rising. I don't remember what number it is.
I think so. Yeah.
It's got a lead long-haired guy, but he's a redhead, and it's like they're all Australian. And it takes place in a bar.
And
it's like
the one where there's like a 10-minute line dancing scene.
Oh my! It's the whole fucking movie. It's like the whole thing, and then they got the singing and dance. It's just. It's like there's nothing to do with the fucking werewolf.
They try their best to tie the plots to all the other Howling films together in this, and it just, oh my god, it's so convoluted.
Oh, and the acting is so. The girls do a much better job.
Hey, what about that CGI werewolf though?
Oh,
I mean, we're talking Xbox One graphics, not Xbox One, the original Xbox graphics.
I have took dumps that looked more werewolf than that did. I mean, it was bad. I mean, the plot was horrible. No werewolf action whatsoever, and it's just And what about the comedy in it, Cody? Oh, that's some slapstick comedy, isn't it? Oh my gosh, dry as hell. Oh yeah, it was pretty horrible. Granted, I will probably wind up buying one of the DVDs so I can have it in my full.
Of course, just to be a completist. Why not? Hey, I have Halloween Resurrection in my collection. I have no shame.
Oh, it's just one of them. It's like, why did they do it?
Hey, I haven't bought Halloween Ends yet. I can't bring myself to pay money for it.
You're waiting for it to get in the $5 bin at Walmart. I know you.
Then it'll be a stretch.
I get on my little movie kicks, and I started watching these the cannibal movies from back in the day, like of course,
Cannibal Holocaust,
Cannibal Pharaoh, and then there was one. Oh man, it had Ursula Andress in it. oh my god, what was it? Mountain of the Cannibal Gods or something.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, well, she's like totally nude in the whole thing. So I mean, I was like, what the Ursula Andress. So yeah, I saw that. But I get on my kicks. It's weird. Like I'll be like, oh, I'll watch one cannibal movie. Let me watch another one, and then of course, just went from there. So that's what I've been on. And then you guys doing the last show, I watched Dawn of the Dead, the original. And then I watched Day of the Dead, and I was like, okay, like this Day of the Dead.
Yeah,
like,
when you watch them back to back, yeah.
Oh my God. Day of the Dead, you guys will have to cover that sometime. I was laughing at so much of that movie. I'm like, this is so ridiculous, but it's crazy, but I enjoyed it.
Yep.
It was fun. And it only took, 2 Lone Stars to get through it. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, you guys inspired me to watch that. And then it went from zombies to cannibals with me. So I get in my little kicks when I start watching shit.
Well, zombies, when you really get down to it, are cannibals. So I can see how it would be related.
Yeah.
Just mindless cannibals.
But yeah, I definitely had to see that. And then I tried one. I think I'm gonna go to the zombie movies next because you have Zombie and then Zombie 2 and then 3 and 4, and then they just get more and more ridiculous. So those are fun films.
Which one was it where they had the fight scene between the zombie and the shark?
Zombie, the first one.
That not badass?
Yes,
that blew me the fuck away. I'm like, whoa, how the fuck did they do that?
How the fuck did they do that? Yeah, and like what? It was like 80 or 81. Yeah, I think.
And there was no air bubbles. I looked it up how they done it, and this guy actually trained with this shark, and it was a freaking tiger shark.
I watched it on Joe Bob. He did it this season, I think. And
yes, he did.
He was talking about how it was
thing.
And it was a fucking tiger shark too, wasn't
it?
Yeah,
a tiger shark. Yeah, and
which
they
fed like
that thing till it was super, super bloated.
And then
they
shot
had
it up
something. Then they had something that coaxed
with tranquilizers. Yeah,
to come to it, and so it wasn't hungry at all. And this guy had actually worked with that shark before, and I'm like, dude, but the film shots of it look amazing.
It's crazy.
That blew me away.
They used to be dedicated back in the day. Now they're just crying for more money.
They're like, it's too hard to get the CGI in.
Yeah, well, I think that's a big deal right now. Like Hollywood's pretty much shut down right now. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, with the writers and actors.
The actors, but
don't let it fool you. That's a pedophilia break. It's all it is. They do it every so often.
They had to take a break from it. I'll tell you.
No, it's a break so they can do more pedophilia.
Oh no,
yeah,
no.
See,
I did. That's a rabbit hole. We'll go down some other time, but but I think a lot of it has to do with where it's AI generated. Like you can grab anybody's image and then just make them be a part of whatever movie. I don't know if you guys watch Black Mirror. The new season of Black Mirror came on Netflix. Yeah. The very first episode is just Black Mirror is just so great. I love that show. It's like Twilight Zone, but modernized. And there is one where this lady, she's going through her life, all this crap's happening, and then she turns on, they call it Raspberry instead of Netflix. It's Raspberry streaming. And it's a show exactly what's going on with her, with Selma Hayek as the lead actress. And she's like, what the hell? Like, how did I'm telling you, it's mind blowing, dude. Like, and she tries to get lawyers involved, and they're like, you didn't see the terms and agreement with what you agreed to. She's like, nobody reads that. That's like a long thing. We just want to watch shows. Well, you said that. I think it's Raspberry. I could be getting it wrong, folks. I'm sorry, but Streamberry. That's what it's called. So Streamberry. The lawyers are like, hey, or her lawyer's like, Streamberry has the rights to use your image. You said they could. So that's how they're getting shows, is they're recording people's lives that are on their devices and listening in, and then they get show ideas, and that's what the show. It's just a total mind fuck. Okay, so this is what this is what I think it's going to with these actors and actresses and whatnot. is that's why they're throwing such a big fit, because they're like, well, shit, say like, for instance, say like Bruce Campbell's like, I'm not going to be fucking Spider-Man. I don't want to do that shit. Too bad. We have your permission to use your image in your contract for movies that the studio owns that.
AI rights, which I'd heard Bruce Willis sold his AI rights.
There you go. So Bruce Willis could be the next Punisher or something. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's where all this is coming from. I'm really, I mean, it sounds funny, but yet you look at it and it's like, it's crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen, I know it's called people call it the uncanny valley and all this stuff. If you start going into it, it's insane. Like, there's so many clips of AI generated shit and it's barely getting there. It's kind of, I'm going to use that as the equivalent of cable TV when it first came out. You know how some channels were all scrambling and they're trying to get everything just perfect. Well, this is what the AI is doing. And it's trying to emulate people and objects, and it's getting there, but it's not quite there.
Yeah.
It's insane, dude. I'm telling you. I'm doing a mind jack thing right here, but I mean, that's basically what this is happening. And that's why.
Well, of course, the actors are going to be pissed off because it's like, well, if you don't want to do our film, screw you. Or if you don't want to do a sequel to a film, well, like the new Flash movie. The dude that played General Zod from, I haven't seen it yet, but from the previews,
I know who you're talking about.
He's a pretty big name actor now, and from what I could tell, it's in the previews, it's CG. It's not him.
No, it isn't.
But they bring back. They own. DC owns the rights to the character, and he played the character before, so he didn't want to do the film. They're like, fine.
Yeah, but all of us jackasses sitting here right now, right? We have streaming and all this stuff. So, like, if Christian Bale doesn't want to redo Batman or whatever, then grab one of our dumbasses off of it. Like use our image if they wanted to. Not sell tickets, but
I'll volunteer. I'll need a lot of steroids and cardio, but I'll do it.
I'll do Bane. What a lovely, lovely boy. But I mean, it's insane, dude, to see how all this is unfolding right now. And it's kind of, if it's not scaring someone, like, I'm not frightened, but it's kind of concerned. Like, I'm like getting kind of concerned here with all this crap.
Not just with Hollywood in general, but I mean, even politics. Look at how many deep fakes we see on, and we watch them for a laugh. Seeing deep fakes of political figures.
Oh saying weird shit. Yeah.
And a lot of it is really, really convincing.
Well, yeah. Every time we see Biden not fall down, we know that's a deep fake.
Yeah.
Or stumble his words.
But how do you get everybody to conform to that kind of ideal? Is you make it entertainment first, right? So everybody's like, well, they have it on movies, and then it just goes from there, where no one asks any questions, and they could have Donald Trump saying, we're gonna have the next Holocaust of all the transsexuals. Like, they could do that. They could, they could ruin someone's life.
Holy shit! If somebody hears that, they're gonna hire you to do Donald Trump voiceover. That was,
it's gonna be 98% fantastic. We're gonna go down the street, folks. We're gonna go down the streets. We're gonna round them up. They could do that, and then it's bad. Yeah, it's scary how they could do that shit, and it's concerning. You gotta look at it, and they can use that as a weapon. They really could. So you're going to get confused, right? So if they have, like, say it's legit, say they find a legit video of Joe Biden in a pool with a bunch of, 10-year-old girls having an orgy, no one's going to believe it because they're like, oh, that's AI generated. That's not real.
Or they could just turn them into Bill Clinton and nobody'd think nothing about it.
Figuratively.
I'll wind up dead now in a week. What shit? I forgot we got 300 views now. Surely one of them gonna turn my ass in.
I'm just saying it. I know we're supposed to talk about Boggy Creek, but like this stuff builds up in me. I'm like, I gotta let this shit out. It's fucking insane. Like, how come no one's being concerned about this?
And we
shit?
didn't get a new brew crew this week.
No, you didn't. Yeah, I was too busy
Shit.
on the river.
Well, Poe, we can do a bullshit episode every now and then. When we
I
just sit
know,
and
I
talk
know.
about stuff like
I'm
that.
just-
We need to.
It was the Hollywood stuff, and then it just brought it all out. I'm sorry, this is y'all's show. I need to stop
you're
ranting.
No, you're good.
Yeah, we
You're good.
really need to do that every night. We'll do a backwoods off the rails
hell yeah.
show.
Keep it going. I got a tinkle.
Oh, yeah. Don't let me off my leash too much, Travis. God damn it.
Oh, I ain't worried about it. I can roll with it.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, but that's what the whole Hollywood thing is. Like, that's why they're all freaking out. So, and then, like you said, you know, Travis is like, let me put on this movie. It looks good. It has good actors and actors. They can't make anything anymore. They can't make anything. Isn't that so? The Outlaws, did it remind you, Travis, of the In-Laws? You remember the In-Laws with Peter Falk and Alan Arkin? Was it kind of?
Remember the In-Laws?
That's a good movie.
The
Yeah.
Outlaws would have been great if it would have had that fucking Putz as the lead actor in it. It's just the way he was like a wannabe Jim Carrey with an extra 80 fucking pounds on his body.
You know, he's a comedic actor. He's on a show called Workaholics. It has its moments, but he's also been on a lot of other stuff. I know who you're talking.
Adam Devine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Adam Devine.
I love him.
Shit, he should have been a porn star with that name.
He was in Final Girls. He was in Final Girls, and he was hilarious in that.
And this is just, well, I told my wife, we're laying there right before she went to sleep. I rolled over and I looked at her. I said, if either one of our girls show up with a man like that coming to our door, I'm just going to fucking shoot him. Straight up, I'm going to fucking shoot him. I was like, good God, he's just annoying. Not funny at all.
The Backwoods Horror Show does not condone anything that Travis says.
Hell, anything,
They got to find the body before they can prosecute me. Fuck
legal
'em.
reasons. Yeah. We didn't hear that. We didn't fucking hear that. Shut up. As your legal counsel, I require you to be quiet. Shut up. To find the body. You're going to have helicopters around your property.
Why you got all them pigs on your property, boy?
Oh my god, dude.
And what the pigs don't take care of, the catfish in
You know
the
what
pond,
else will
dude.
take care of it? The creature from Boggy Creek.
No.
Yeah.
We have one of them for a friend, and he only eats so
Yeah.
much, and he's done. He's old now. He don't chew on the bones like he used to.
No.
Yeah.
He's had to have a little dental work done, so he's, yeah.
Sasquatch with dentures. That's funny.
The one guy had screws in his femur, and that kind of screwed everything up. So,
Yeah.
Them's the breaks.
Yeah.
yep, he wasn't a quitter. I'll give him that.
Oh, hell. But, Trav missed out here weekend before last. We were actually in Bigfoot country, or at least an area of
sightings.
the Ozark Scenic Riverways on Northern Current River, where they've had a lot of sightings. And they even, that Small Town Monsters show, they did an episode on it on the Missouri Monster.
Okay.
Yep.
Momo, the Missouri, they call it Momo for some reason. But very similar to the sightings in Boggy Creek in Fouke, Arkansas. But even driving up there on a lot of the buildings, they'd have Bigfoot, the silhouette painted, or they'd have the big silhouette cutouts along the edge of the road. So, I mean, it's a very popular thing up in that part of the country. Now, I wish I could say we saw anything out of the ordinary, besides a bunch of dumbass college kids and rafts and kayaks, annoying the piss out of all of us.
Because 15 to 20 years ago,
We were those dumbass kids. Yeah.
No. We were the college kids that never went to college. But we were out there.
But we partied with them.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Wait a
Pay back
minute.
all that money. Yeah, I wish I'd went on that float. But yeah, I skipped out on that float because I had a guy coming supposed to check out. I got a square body Suburban that I'd restored. Well, not really restored, just kind of built. And he never showed up. He never, he was supposed to come out Saturday, check it out, and I never heard from him, so I didn't go on the float, and I was so pissed off.
You missed out. Beautiful weather. We ended up having 15 people go. It was a good crowd. And, everybody had a good time. We camped out on this awesome gravel bar, which, Trav, that there aren't a lot of good sandbars on the river left anymore. And we were lucky enough to find a big, long, wide gravel bar that was about half sand, so we could set up all our tents on the soft area. And there was a big sycamore growing out horizontally out of the bank, so we had like a natural canopy over our fire ring. And
sweet.
But it was a good time. The fishing wasn't too bad either, but and didn't get to see Bigfoot, so we do what we can.
Did you have any jack links?
In a long time.
I did have some jack. Yeah, I brought Bigfoot bait. Of course I did.
Yeah. Jack links. Oh my god, dude! I'm looking for this damn video. Okay, I saw it on Instagram Reels, and this guy claims he has a grizzly bear that was killed by Bigfoot. Like, he's like, this bear was just like mauled, like horrible, like the jaw is ripped off and the head is like shoved down into its body, and like something wicked got a hold of this bear. And I'm looking for it. I can't find it on YouTube.
Bigger grizzly bear?
I don't know, but
I believe that'd be the AI Bigfoot that would have done that damage.
AI Bigfoot.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been. Bigfoot's a big bad son bitch, but a grizzly bear's a grizzly bear's a grizzly bear.
I do have videos. I found other videos. We'll go through them later, I guess. This guy says Justin says he's killed 2 Bigfoots. $10 million Bigfoot bounty. Wow. Okay.
He's killed 2 of them and he doesn't have the bounty?
I didn't know even that's a bounty.
Something a little fishy on
Bigfoot
that.
on the run. I found Bigfoot.
Yep.
The Bigfoot goes under the name of Ron Perlman and does a lot of movies.
No, that's the Perlman gorilla.
Yeah, that is the Perlman gorilla.
Whatever happened to him?
We've
He
got
must
our
still be on the
Sasquatch.
loose.
It's our friend.
He's on the
we call
loose.
him, and he's our pet. We call him Sheep.
Yeah.
So he's a great.
Long
big
story.
bastard.
Not really. His last name's Lamb. So
his last name's Lamb. We call him Sheep.
Since high school, we've called him Sheep.
Don't reel me in on the. I'm not going to even mention it on here. Never mind. I'm not mentioning what I saw. I'm not. I'm just. Don't get me started on my fucking soapbox, dude. I hate when Hollywood actors act like they're like the common man. It's like you got like millions of dollars. Get the
until the IRS comes to visit.
I was SAG-AFTRA. Shut up. Just get out of here. You're not even a part of this.
With the exception of Keanu Reeves.
It's
Keanu
until
Reeves. Go ahead.
I like Keanu.
He's a real ass dude. He's a real guy. All these other crybabies that are holding signs, I stand with the writers. Shut up. Your publicist told you to do it, you stupid millionaire. Get out of here. If you played the Incredible Hulk, you have fuck you money. You could go off and actually make your own movies. So don't even act like you're a part of them.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo, what a douche.
He's such a douche. Freaking anyway. Yeah. I just no.
Celebrity death match. Mark Ruffalo and Ed Norton.
So let's get it on.
They're pretty good. As long as Edward Norton remembered the role he played in American History X, I think he'd take his ass.
Well, I can see this. The bell rings. The bell rings, and they come out. They come out of their corners, and about the time they're about to tie up, you hear the glass break, and here comes Eric Bana walking down the ramp.
Oh God, Eric Bana, the other one.
Then
People
Stone
forget
Cold
Eric
comes
Bana
running out.
actually played Bruce Banner,
I
dude.
tried to forget that film.
Then you'd have to, if the glass breaks, then Stone Cold's going to have to come out and give him the Stone Cold Stunner, say, "Fuck you, that's my glass." That's the
You
bottom
think
line.
you were the best? I was the best Hulk. You son
Then
of a
crack
bitch.
his Bud Lights and drink them and put on his rainbow tutu and
Hey.
go running out into the crowds.
Stone Cold now he drinks his own brand now.
I'm about to say he's got his
Broken
own beer
Skull
now,
beers
so.
and IPAs and shit.
And I
Which I
can't
hear
say
are
nothing
pretty good.
about that because I used to drink Budweiser all the time.
Yep.
But
And back
not
in
no
the
more.
height of his popularity, that Budweiser came out with Stevie Weisers with the smoking skull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I bet those are worth some money now.
Look, I enjoyed
No, all the trannies
the King
done
of Beers,
destroyed
too.
all of them.
I enjoyed the King of Beers. When I was younger, I did drink Bud Light when I was younger, about 16, 17. Then I got older and started dabbling in other beers, and of course the King of Beers, like me and Ty will be like, we hadn't a Budweiser in a while, and we go get some Red Labels and have a good time. But now it's they ruined it.
They ruined it. They ruined my life.
Now you got to be careful about that because people see you doing that now, they're going to think the wrong thing about you. See two guys drinking
I
Budweiser
really don't
together,
give a shit
yeah.
what people think.
It's kind of like
We don't either,
if the transmission goes out on your truck and you go to the transmission shop, and whenever you walk in, there's dudes in full drag are like, this is not what I expected. But
You got to
They
make
didn't
sure
fix my
it's the
transmission.
transmission shop and not the
not
tranny
the
shop.
tranny shop. Yeah,
Abbreviations matter.
they do.
Spelling is everything, kids.
You think you got a leaky Theo? Oh, damn.
I can't do this show.
Yep, we would already got kicked off of
Spit up all my
YouTube.
beer. Goddamn.
We would already got kicked off YouTube before we were YouTube again.
Well, we're streaming to YouTube as of right now, so we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, punctuation.
Well, that
matters
shit was
too.
done 5 minutes ago.
It's kind of like
As soon as I
it's kinda
mentioned the
like-
Clintons, it was
Okay.
click. It was clicked and red flagged.
Yes, sir.
They said, fucking Rumble. The difference, it's kind of like the difference between helping Uncle Jack get off. I forgot where I was going.
Cody, you can't really explain this one verbally. It's got to be on paper, or it sounds the same.
You're right. You're right. Go help
that
your
note-
Uncle Jack off.
I have got to get another beer, and then we will start our discussion
travel
on wherever the
down
fuck
to
we were
the,
going to get to.
We totally went
The
off
creeps.
the rails, son.
I'm
Valve,
getting Alice in
Arkansas.
Wonderland flashbacks now. Damn. But that's what makes this show entertaining, folks. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not entertaining.
No, it
That's a
is.
stretch. That's a stretch.
No, it is.
especially if you're bipolar, then it's like, wow, this is the show.
Yeah. Man, they're on all sorts of directions. I love this show.
Doesn't matter what meds I take.
I know. They're all in it together.
All right. So these are some of Cody's favorites that we're going to divulge into,
They hold
y'all.
a very well. The first one, the original classic, 1972 classic.
I have
does
to
hold a special
apologize because I only watched 2 out of the 3, and I didn't realize there was 3.
There's more than 3 actually, because Boggy Creek has it's what do they call it? Like Night of the Living Dead. It's open.
Yeah.
Shit, why can't I think of what it's called? Free domain or whatever they call it. Open
Oh,
domain.
yeah. I got
Anybody like Amityville, anybody can throw Amityville on a movie. Anybody can throw Boggy Creek on a movie, and there have been a slew of stinkers.
We got to
since,
talk to the Psycho
those
Sisters.
original three.
You know what? We got to talk to the Psycho Sisters. They
Yeah,
can make a Boggy one.
I've been
Make
talking
Dad
to him
proud.
about it. Yeah.
Do you want to? Should we check out the trailer real quick? I mean, I don't want to interrupt.
go right
Yeah,
ahead.
for
You
the
wanna put on
original
the tra-
Boggy Creek, absolutely.
Sounds
Okay.
great.
All right. Let's pull up the trailer for folks that don't know. You should know by now. It was made in 74?
72.
72.
72,
Oh
I
my
believe, yeah.
God. All right. Here we go.
Back when
Hold
they
on.
made
Let me
muscle
go
bars.
back. Here we go.
I love the background sound effects on.
Yeah,
all
the
of these
sound
movies,
sound
though.
design
No,
on
it's
this
beautiful.
for its
It
time
sounds like
is amazing.
home.
Yeah.
Oh,
And this is an HD, so I mean it's
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
better now.
A lot of people
they-
think that's
Here in
over
this
exaggerated, and that's really
river
not. I
bottom
mean,
wilderness
that's
in
actually
southern
what it sounds
Arkansas.
like out in the wild.
Along with deer,
Now I have the 1080p,
crane
but
and
since then
beaver
they've done a 4K scan of
lurks
it.
a creature
Really?
that walks
Yeah.
upright. Whether it is a man, a monster, or a myth, no one really knows. What we do know is the people around Fouke, Arkansas say they have seen such a creature nearly 250 times since 1954.
Even more
And
now.
that this creature, whatever it is, emits one of the most terrifying sounds ever recorded.
This sound, dude. Dude, imagine being out there and hearing that. I'd shit my pants.
Oh yeah.
Man, the white shirt budget on this thing was staggering, wasn't it?
Yep.
Actually, it wasn't. You can get like a 5-pack, right?
Rated G.
Oh, back
Here's your
then, I mean,
costume.
that's what.
That's all.
But you got
country
to remember
folk
back
wears.
then. Well, if you got to remember though, back then, the white T-shirt was a T-shirt. There weren't T-shirts back then like we think.
Yeah, it was. You're right.
You know, that was the T-shirt, and usually those were sleeping shirts. Is what everybody
Yeah.
wore T-shirts for us to sleep. That evolved after. Remember, they had the one long johns that everybody slept in.
Yeah.
Well, then
I
it
remember.
evolved into everybody slept in their T-shirts and pajama bottoms and or underwear. And yeah, that's why you see. So, but if you notice on this film, you see the T-shirts at nighttime. You don't see
Yeah.
anybody wearing them during the daytime.
Yeah.
So anyway, folks, it's Legend of Boggy Creek, directed by Charles B. Pierce and Dustin Ferguson. And this is one of the highest box office. You can call it a documentary, a mockumentary.
It basically
it had
invented the mockumentary.
Yes, it had a budget of
Not necessarily
$160,000.
false documentary, I guess you could say. Well,
Yeah.
not necessarily
Well,
false because they used a lot
Not
of
necessarily false.
Yeah.
But it had a
Because
budget of $160,000. But it
Dramatized.
box officed. Yes, it box officed $20 million back then, which
Holy
is amazing. It's still
Wow.
one of the all-time. Matter of fact, this may be one of the best ones of its class.
Dude, that's
say.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It
just
shot
watching
as
the
a
trailer-
documentary.
Yeah, I got
Go
goosebumps.
ahead.
Well, I got you couldn't see it from the camera, but just watching the trailer there, whenever the creature screams, I still get goosebumps. You know, it's still and not a lot rattles me.
That's just because you heard our buddy Sheep get really mad and let out his sheep roar.
No, that's usually God damn it, stupid piece of shit.
And then he throws a Cadillac engine across the shop.
Yeah.
So it's really flashbacks he's having. Like, I don't like
But
that.
yeah,
noise.
PTSD.
PTSD.
Yeah, there you go.
But this film shot as a documentary with dramatic reenactments, but a lot of the reenactments are the actual people who made the sighting claims. too in this. which is
Really?
neat. Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the thing was that from the time that the sightings this movie is based on happened to the time of the film, it's only like a 4-year period. It was like 68, 69, the course of time when there was they had a plethora of sightings. And the odd thing about them is they all happened like in a fairly small time period.
Yeah.
And this is back before a lot of the people didn't have down the country. They didn't have home phones yet by any means. A lot of them didn't even have electricity yet. And but they were all describing this same creature, and with the same making
No
the same
social
sound.
media. I mean, and the small town newspapers were small town newspapers. They didn't get out of the county, not like today, Small town news goes 8 to 10, 15 town cities over, Back then, small town news stayed small town news.
Yeah.
And like Cody said, it was all around. It was, I want to say 17, 18 different counties where in the big circle where all the sightings were at, Code.
Yeah,
If
well,
I'm remembering right, yeah.
of course, Falk, Arkansas, the Boggy Creek was the hot spot. And if you've ever been down that part of the country, which I have many times, where the Sulphur River flows through, that's all like backcountry swampland. I mean, there's just thousands and thousands of acres that are completely unusable because they're in a floodplain from the Sulphur River and all its tributaries, which Boggy Creek is one of its tributaries.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not going to say I'm a believer, but I'm definitely not going to rule it out, because I mean, even in our part of the country here, like the weekend before last when we were up floating on the Ozark National Scenic Riverways on Current River, you get out there, I mean, there's nothing close for miles and miles and miles. It's just you and the water and thousands of acres.
Oh, wow.
Of national forest. For people to say, oh, it's, with satellites and everything else, it'd be impossible for a creature that big to exist without being detected. And I'm just like, you don't realize how many places there are to hide out there.
Well, and it's not just that. If you got a creature that's in the wild, all right, and it's naturally reclusive,
and highly intelligent.
Yes. Highly intelligent, naturally reclusive. How hard, I mean, they're going to hear you coming a mile away before you ever even get close to them or see sign of them. And there's been all kinds of, a lot of it's bullshit, I know, footprints, this and that, snapshots and that. But I'm a hunter. I know how hard it is to stalk an animal. I know it's like a white-tailed deer, which we have so many white-tailed deer now. I mean, anybody can go out and shoot one, really, if they want to. But I go after the trophy bucks. That's my main thing. And it's not because I want the big antlers, I want the big racks. It's how hard it is to get one of them. I can go out and kill does anytime I want. I usually kill 2 or 3 does just for meat.
Because
because I like the meat too.
To explain it a little bit better to the audience, the trophy bucks, they don't get that big and live long enough to get that big racks. Yeah,
exactly.
by being
they are on another plateau of their senses.
Yes.
They use their sense of smell, vision, hearing to a new plateau where I'm talking, and I bow hunt. That's my main thing. I love bow hunting. Like, I've seen some nice bucks, trophy bucks come up, and they'd step behind a tree, and I'd go to pull my bow back, and my bow would make one little sound, just a little something, and those are the stupid ones that look, what was that? No, they're head down.
They're already gone. Yeah.
That's it.
You're
you
right.
don't have a chance. So I can see how an animal that's that reclusive, if their senses are that heightened, they have a great sense of smell, great sense of hearing.
Superior to human senses in every aspect.
I can see how they could stay hid.
Yeah. And like you're talking about with being hunters, a lot of the sightings in Falk, the majority of them were from hunters. And some of them didn't even report it until everybody else started reporting. And like, well, fuck, I didn't think anybody'd believe me, I've seen a lot of interviews with like the crab trees from Falk, Arkansas, these are just old farmers, and they're like, oh shit, I didn't know what I saw. It was a big hairy guy, you know. It wasn't.
And
It
that
wasn't. I
makes
knew it
me
wasn't a
think
bear.
too. You know, if you get to thinking about it, and some of them say they got up close to a creature and they killed it, how many of them would actually turn it in because afraid they'd get in trouble for killing it?
Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't know.
I don't know. If you actually killed a Bigfoot, you'd want.
Well, like I just showed you. I mean, I told you this guy claims that he killed Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Like you've had so many people come out and say it, but I don't know. Why would you want to kill it? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't you just want to capture him if you could?
For the one thing, one word, money. For the money, for the notoriety, for the fame.
I guess. I don't know.
Imagine proving that a species exists that everybody has been laughing about whenever anybody says, "Oh yeah, I believe Bigfoots are real," and imagine being able to prove that and saying, "Ha!"
I do got to tell on myself on one thing.
Yeah.
Pretty young.
What'd you do? Did you kill Bigfoot?
Nope. And I was bow hunting, and I was pretty new to bow hunting, and I see this groundhog come walking through the woods. And he's scurrying around feeding off acorns like all the critters do. I mean, we had a tremendous amount of acorns that year. And I'm watching a little groundhog, you know, about that time. He climbs up a tree, and I'm like, what the fuck? Groundhogs can't climb trees. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like watching, I'm like, what is this thing? And I'm watching, you know, it looks like a groundhog. He's about 40 yards from me. I'm like, well, hell. So I start easing down my tree. I'm in the climbing tree stand. I was like, I guess I'm going to have to go kill this thing so I can figure out what it is. So I can see why people would want to kill Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So I stalked up and shot it, and I took it home to Dad. I need you to come check this out. He's like, what? I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a groundhog. I was like, what do you mean pretty sure? I was like, well, I shot it. It's on the back of the four-wheeler. He's like, what? You don't know what a groundhog looks like? I said, Dad, it was climbing a tree. He's like, well, yeah, you dumbass. Groundhogs can climb trees, too. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I didn't either. That's the bad part. I didn't either. And I have a very similar story from just a couple months ago. We were going back down A2 right by the low water bridge where Hurricane Creek flows through. And that field on the right there that has the bit at the bottom of the hill that has the big, what is it, an elm tree in the middle of it? But anyway, it's got a branch that grows off straight out about 8 foot up. And Landon, my oldest son, he has like eagle eyes. He'll
Hunter eyes.
Yeah, he'll spot something moving from 100, 150 yards away. You know, he'll spot a squirrel moving or something in a tree. And he said, something's in that tree. So we stopped the truck and pulled out the binoculars. And I'm looking like, that's a freaking groundhog. Like 10 foot off the ground, sitting on this branch. And sure enough, it was. We didn't shoot it, though.
Well, I had to figure out what it was. But you know, groundhogs are a muscular little
I know what it is. It's dead.
I didn't realize how heavy they were. I had to kill it, figure out what it was. IR Hunter, hear me roar.
But yeah, a lot of the interviews with the locals around out, just common folk, just farmers that were hunting, and you know that they were almost embarrassed to talk about it because they thought everybody would think they were loons.
And another thing, if you think about it, look how more reclusive these people were back then. They didn't want fame. They didn't want a lot of people coming around. And if they did go toe to toe with one of these things and they wound up killing it, or just it was in their backyard or around their shit house when they were going out at night to go take a shit, and they wound up shooting and killing Bigfoot, they're not going to say nothing about it because they don't want people coming around their parts.
Yeah, I mean, you make a good point.
Yeah. So, I mean, Bigfoot could have been wiped out back then and we wouldn't even know it. But then you do got some of the people, which if you look at most of the people back then that wanted the fame, they were more city folk than country folk. So, I mean, that's another side of the spectrum too to look at on that.
Yeah.
But
very true.
I remember I'd never watched this movie, and I watched it at your place many years ago.
Yeah, I think it was
years ago.
Was it before I got the 50th yeah, it was before I got that, definitely, because the 50th anniversary was here just
Yeah,
in
this one was
2012
VHS. I mean,
or
it was
2022.
VHS. I think it was a DVD, but it was like VHS quality. The one
Yeah,
you
they
had.
hadn't done the restoration
And,
on it yet.
Yeah. But yeah, it kept me interested through it, even though, I mean, just, because a lot of them were the actual people in the clothing and everything, it was a documentary style. And yeah, this one is probably, this is definitely the best one. I haven't seen the second one. I've seen you'd call it the third one,
Well,
but they call it the
you've
second
seen
one.
the official second one.
Yeah.
They did. Of course, this was 72, and 78, I believe, was Return to Boggy Creek, and they had
Okay.
the chick that played Marianne on Gilligan's Island. She starred in it,
Yeah.
and it's okay. It's
I haven't
they
seen it.
it wasn't. They didn't play it off as a documentary. It was a straight up movie, and it Boggy Creek goes from being a small creek, a small tributary, to being like this giant
Mississippi.
swamp. Yeah, oh yeah, it's huge. And but that being said, it's kind of silly, but it was it follows these three kids who go fishing and win the fishing tournaments down there, and their grandfather and their great uncle and their father had died on Boggy Creek. Body was lost, and Marianne from Gilligan's Island's husband, and they end up getting lost in the swamp in the storm, and Bigfoot saves them. That's about the extent of the movie. There's not really much else to tell.
So it was the original Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh, that's a good one.
You see less of Bigfoot in this than you do in the original.
Really?
Do y'all?
And it looks worse because he's wading around water in this gorilla suit. And it hasn't been got that I know of, hasn't got a HD scan, and I just watched it on YouTube, and it's like really bad VHS quality, and it still looks the Sasquatch still looks terrible.
I have a clip. I couldn't find a trailer for this movie. It's Return to Boggy Creek, like 1977. Is that where we're at?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I found a clip, but I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I couldn't find a trailer. So I don't know. Whenever you're ready for the clip, I'll roll the clip that I found.
Go for it.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
It's gonna be. It looks hilarious, but let's see what they got. Let's see scenes. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, I'm gonna share this. All right, here we go. Oh my God!
Oh, right there, Gen Z.
Oh, it's a
wouldn't be able to
2K
read
HD
that.
scan.
Hell yeah, dude! Bob Gates? Is he related to Bill?
Well, that's what killed off Bigfoot was all the damn vaccinations. Don't you know that, Bo?
Bigfoot has to wear a mask. He has to wear 8 masks and get 3 shots.
Don't forget your 12 boosters too.
Oh my God!
Flap, John Paul, get him in the boat. I know how to run a trout run every show. I can do it.
Damn.
I see a moron here.
So that's bullshit. Back then, none of them kids would have been wearing life vests.
T-Fish,
Nah.
hand me some of that secret catfish.
This is 1977, dude.
Oh shit!
Be careful. Don't spill none of that
No
stuff
car
on you.
seats, riding in the back of the
Yeah.
truck.
Well, look at the
Right
life
now,
vests.
alligator
They don't
is
look
thing
like
for
they're
men.
brand new. It's like Grandpa had some and
Gator, T-Fish.
probably fought a yellow jacket nest off of one of those.
John Paul. You don't play jokes like that. You're going to make T-Fish scared to come with us. Now move us on down.
Oh, they're in
without
two
a hurry.
different boats.
Look at that. Oh, shit.
If I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Ain't nobody ever caught a bigger gar than that one of mine.
The dubbing is excellent
I
on
did.
this, by the way.
Me and my boy, we shot one down there in the channel that's as long as your truck. I said, caught, Bo. You killed that one. I brought mine in still fighting.
Oh, wow.
Bite your
The
hand off
dubbing
even
on
when I
this is
got him to
terrible.
town.
Like backwoods horror Chinese
I
dubbing.
seen one time begging yours. No, you never. How come you didn't tell me that before, huh? You didn't tell me 'cause it ain't so.
That needs to be a new segment for the show. We need to do like a short segment every show where Backwoods dubbing.
Bringing a
Where we just
dude.
make a
I'll
clip
hear about it.
for this and all three
Backwoods
go in
dubbing.
and go.
Before your time, when you was just a little.
All three
pretty
of us
much,
dub
I'm-
over
I know
the
lots
vocals.
of things went on
Oh,
around
just
here.
come
Pretty
up
much,
with
I'm just going to have to read a
Yeah.
script.
Yeah.
Try to win an argument.
I sound
Hey,
country
you
as
could
fuck
say you
anyway.
thought anything before
Look
I
at
was
that.
born.
That's when women knew how to use brooms. It's crazy.
5. Yesterday it was 10. You better make up your mind. Why, you was already married when I was born.
What?
Fuck you, Jed Clampett.
Wasn't born. The alligators left you
The
and then run off
alligator.
because they couldn't stand you. Dang it! You'd argue with the sunshine.
Will you two quit it? Why, no one would ever believe you've been friends for 40 years the way you argue.
Yeah.
You're worse than Eddie Joe and John Paul. Oh, Grandpa, where are they? They're supposed to be back by now.
Well, they'll be here in a minute. Don't worry. We'll get you to work on time. And remind me to get me more snuff.
All right. And be sure and pick
Remind
up the
you?
chocolates, will you? Or
Okay.
you won't have any supper. Well, I
You don't
tell
have to
it's good
remind
thing
a man
Henry
to
needed
get
me
more
at the
snuff.
store
He
this
makes
week.
sure that he has
Storm's
enough
coming up and it'll ruin the fishing for sure.
and a backup in his truck in a glove box that's been there for like 5 months.
Sometime I worry about them kids running around that bottom all by themselves. Oh, don't worry. That Evie Joe knows about the swamp. She's a better fisherman than you and handles a boat better than lots of men.
Damn.
What about Big Bay Ty? What if that monster see them kids?
Big Bay
Ty
Ty.
don't stay in these bottoms no
Big
more.
bang time.
That
That's what they call
monster is
Tyree
gone.
down here.
Big
Oh,
Bay
that.
Bay Ty.
He's
That
gone,
is
I tell you.
that is porn stage name. Big Bay Ty.
Yeah.
Big Bay
Got my
Ty.
boy
It might be
Johnny.
false
Then he went
advertisement,
away.
but it is his name.
Stop it. There's no monster around
It's
here.
all about the
Is that
her?
presentation.
Have you talking that way in front of the kids?
Is that Marianne or?
Big Bay
Yes,
Ty, as
the,
close as you to
late
me
great
one
Don
time.
Wells.
Bo saw him too.
Hmm.
I don't care how close you were. No monster talk in front of the kids.
I remember
you
on
hear me?
Gilligan's Island when I was like 6. For some reason, I knew I really liked Marianne, but I didn't know why.
She was a hot country girl, man.
We're not gonna have that Bruno catching things like you do.
I do like that pickup though.
That's a badass pickup. That's when they made trucks to run into shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't see the front of it. What is that? What was that, Trav?
One time, don't drive like a
60
wild
Tell
man.
the back
Yeah.
glass
Not
is
gonna run off
awful
before we get
small.
there.
You don't like
Yeah,
the way
okay, so
I
it's
drive,
got to
you
be
get out and walk.
68 or earlier.
Cut
It's
it out.
67 or
I want to hear
68.
the radio.
I'd say 66 maybe.
I would, yeah.
66
Oh, look at
was
that.
the older body style.
Get my camera, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, it'd be 67.
Did y'all see that? He had a place for a shotgun hang on the back.
Gun racks, yeah, we still
Yeah,
had
he
them in
had a
high
gun rack.
school.
Well, dude,
I
I,
had one
just
in
sold
high
my
school.
91 Suburban, my square body Suburban, and it had a gun rack and the big ass back glass of it in the side glass when I sold it.
That was nothing when we were in high school. Kids still brought hunting rifles to school. Hell, the
Yeah,
teachers would
in
bring
their back
rifles.
glass.
We'd
Dude.
trade guns at school.
Yeah, we'd take our stocks off and sand them down and shit for shop class.
Yeah,
There wasn't nothing to see a kid bring a shotgun or his rifle into shop class. We had the magazine, or we had the breech open and the magazine out of it if it was a magazine. But yeah, they'd take them apart
Well,
in shop class and we'd refinish the stocks.
That was back. That was back in the day when parents actually disciplined their kids, and if you pointed the barrel of a gun in a direction you weren't supposed to, you got slapped upside the head.
We whipped the shit out of them.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, I was putting it lightly, but yeah.
Yep.
If you were lucky, it was just a slap. But
This is backwoods. You ain't got to put it lightly.
yeah, you got your ass whipped. Like, are you stupid? And I mean, I remember the first time I did that, and it wasn't even it was a freaking BB gun that I had, and it was like my dad was like, "Don't you ever point?" Because I was just a kid, I just had it and I went like this, and the barrel was pointing up, and of course he's taller than me, so he's right behind me, and then it was. We were taught respect back then. We were taught to respect things that could hurt us.
And with firearms, you have to. I mean, I do the same thing with my kids. Trav does the same thing with his kids. We even with BB guns, even with airsoft guns, I
still put your eye out.
Yeah, I always tell the kids, you treat it like it's a real gun, and always treat it. Number one rule: always treat it like it's loaded.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I'm pouring into a super soaker at my dad, and he kicked my. No, that's a real gun, and it shoots real water.
He kicked my ass and then broke my super soaker over my head.
Don't you know we in a drought?
I was thirsty.
Don't you know we in a drought here in Texas, boy? Don't you be wasting that water. You gonna squirt something? You squirt them plants over in the garden. What the hell's wrong with you, son?
But I've always had that, and I've always tried to tell my sons that you got to have a healthy respect for things, even if it's the smallest part of it. You know what I mean? Like that's why they have, you tell kids don't put your dumb finger or a fork in the light socket, you'll get shocked, and you got to have that. Yeah, or keys. But you got to have that respect for it. And that's what I tally up all this craziness that we're going through is there's like no respect for anything. You know what I mean? Like you don't respect electricity, you don't respect guns. That's why we have all these idiots.
Don't respect your elders.
Well, there's some elders that don't deserve it. I've been around some stupid people.
Problem is the elders that did deserve it, the ones that would make them respect them, are all died off now.
Oh yeah, they're gone. Yeah.
Yep.
For the most part.
Slap in the back of the head. So Cody, should we rate Boggy Creek 1?
Well, maybe we should talk about it a little bit first.
Say we didn't divulge too much into it. We kind of jumped into Boggy Creek 2 a little.
Oh, okay.
Because I returned to Boggy Creek, not Boggy Creek 2.
Oh, that's right. Return to Boggy Creek. So, okay, Cody, go ahead and add more to Boggy Creek 1.
More bogginess than the first.
I'll just reiterate what I already said. The sound design on this film, especially in the 4K scan, is just amazing. And it's like a character in the movie. It really is. I mean, it makes you feel like you're there in the swamp. And you don't see a lot of the creature in this movie, and that's some of people's main complaint about it, saying it's too slow and you don't see enough of the creature. But I think it adds to the film. You don't need to see, because since Harry and the Hendersons, when have we seen a really good Sasquatch in a movie?
It's been a while. But that was, that was it was heartwarming. It was fun, but it was, you know what I mean? He wasn't scary.
Well, you have to date this picture too.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's a reason why this was a top grosser, because this stayed in the theaters for 4 years? If I'm remembering right from my research.
Well, yeah, we didn't have home video, so if a movie was doing well, they'd keep playing it as long as it was selling tickets.
And you got to think, we didn't have social media. You just had local
newspapers. Yeah.
And the local newspaper stories, not very many of them made it to mainstream newspapers. So it was pretty much word of mouth newspapers.
And you pull up an article saying, Legend of Boggy Creek, scariest movie ever made.
Yeah. It wasn't even that. It was, and you know how your newspaper writers wrote it up. They were like our movie guys now. They were writing it up like, oh, have you heard of the legend of Boggy Creek, the monster that lives down in Texarkana and this and that? And,
a true
so
story.
They spiced it up. Yeah. This actual people that have seen the monster in this movie, so there's a reason, people weren't, I don't know how you can say it. Because people weren't as experienced in the world back then. People were more backwoods back then. That's about as
Exactly,
simplest term you can put
we
it.
didn't have we weren't as connected as we are
Yeah,
now.
exactly. It took
Which is
major
both a
events to
good
hit
and a bad thing
newspapers.
for society.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. It took major events to hit all the newspapers in the country.
Yeah.
And you didn't hear about something that happened across the world for at least a year or two.
Yeah. And I mean, when this movie came out, the big summer blockbuster movie hadn't even, it had not happened yet till Jaws in '75. When they'd release even a major releases, they'd release them. They got a theatrical release, and like you said, they may be playing at the theater for 4 or 5 years before it made its rounds around the whole country. Not to mention the world, other countries that go to. It might be years before they see they got to the foreign market, because they were basically just passing around reels of film.
Yep, exactly. Oh yeah, they only made so many reels of film for a production.
The bigger the release, the more reels.
Yep, and then they shipped them off. And everybody knows, probably not the newer kids, but film is expensive. And it was expensive back then. Now it's even more expensive. Have you, Code, off topic, but have you priced a disposable camera lately?
No.
$25.
What?
For what?
Yes.
Like a fun saver?
Yes.
I know it's hard to find places to develop them anymore.
Our kids were going to church camp, and they said they need to bring. They couldn't take their phones. I love this. This is at Camp Sharon down in Branson, Missouri, and 2 of our kids are going to church camp this year. Well, they cannot take no cellular phones are permitted, no electronics, nothing. I love that. I think kids need to disconnect.
Yeah. No, I mean,
but also they don't want them to be able to text and this and that and sneak off and make it too easy for kids to be doing things they shouldn't be doing at camp. And I agree with it. And they have no communication with us. If it's an emergency, they will call us, or if we have an emergency, we can call the camp. But so I kind of like it. And so we're like, well, we'll go get them some, we'll buy them some $5, $10 disposable cameras. And that fuck that, no, ain't doing it. $25. $24.90 something was the cheapest one they had at Walmart.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and then good luck getting it developed.
No. Yeah. Does Walmart even develop anymore?
Yeah,
they mail them off. They mail them off. Yeah. I think.
There you go. Yeah, it's crazy
so quickly. 10 years ago, we were still buying disposable cameras to take down to when we go down to Spring River, in Arkansas for the big party floats down there. It was still a big thing then. I mean, sure, you had digital cameras then, but you could still get disposable cameras any place. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to take a minute, gentlemen. I went to the live chat. We had a lot of awesome people on the live chat. We had T Robinson 0206.
That's the kid's mom, my ex-wife.
Jay Smith.
Hi.
Joey T, of course. Julana.
Boom Boom's wife.
There you go.
Oh, really? Cool.
Psycho Sister Films. Psycho _sister_ films. They were in the chat. And
all right, clean it up, guys.
Yeah.
Too late for that.
No, this was earlier. They were just talking amongst themselves. But I mean, I just wanted to, acknowledge these people that were in the live chat. So thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks for watching.
That's awesome. Yeah, and Joey T.
Thanks for everybody that's watching right now. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, there you go. I just wanted to say that before we got too far into everything.
And if you've been offended, you're on the wrong fucking show. Look on. Just saying.
Hey, we started out G-rated.
Keep scrolling.
What more do they want?
All right, Code. So do you have anything to add to Boggy Creek?
Really, I could go on and on about this movie all night, but I won't.
It
just, if you know that part of the country, and especially if you're from a rural community where you do a lot of hunting with hound dogs and beagles and whatnot. It's a picture of
gets
the
you to the heart.
times. It's very genuine.
Cody, don't forget, I don't think we have told our viewers about what y'all did down in your creek bottom. Okay, well, the Psycho Sisters
I think I did on the
watched,
episode. Yeah, but
I don't know if that was during the episode or if it was after episode we were talking about it. I think it was after episode.
Well, let's tell again because I
so
don't get
anyway,
tired of it.
all the Psycho Sisters films that you guys have been watching is actually where they live. They live in the backwoods. That's not a campsite. You're looking at it, even though it looks like it. That's an A-frame cabin that's been there since the early 80s. I'm wanting to say, Cody.
No, early 60s it was built.
Early 60s. Okay,
60s,
yeah, it's old. I mean, that used to not 60s, it'd be 70s. Because back in the 60s, it was still Christian land in the 60s.
Yeah, no, it was the early 60s whenever the two old widow ladies had the A-frame built, which they never finished it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, we can't divulge on that because we're just going to confuse the shit.
But yeah, going into a little bit of family history, Trav's family, both of our families were pretty much been in this part of the country since there have been people in this part of the country. They settled it.
Yeah.
And
the Christian started where he lived, and the Robinson started where I live now, and we've kind of swapped sides of the river.
Sides of the county.
We're about what, 24 miles apart?
Oh no, we're not that far.
Well, by the way, I drive like that because, dude, Y Highway's 10 miles long, and it's at least another 9, 10, 11 miles to you.
Yeah, we're 11 miles from town, so yeah, you're right. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
20 miles. Yep.
But yeah, that's actually, I mean, we actually live in the backwoods. I mean, I'm 10 miles out in the middle of nowhere. I can't even get dial-up internet. The only reason I have internet now and I can do this broadcast is because of the thank you, Elon Musk. Starlink. Yes.
He got Starlinked.
You know, and shit, Cody, it was what? It was only 6-7 years ago you got a high-speed internet out.
A little longer than that. Yeah, when they put in fiber optic cable. Yeah.
Yeah, finally. So, yeah, but anyway, Cody and his dad cleaned up. They have a wet weather creek down, and they cleaned up a spot where the kids can play, and they made a dam.
Basically, like a play, like a little park.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a play. We cleared out all the underbrush for about about 150 feet, and we keep it mowed and weeded for them, and the creek, it doesn't keep water in it year round, but and put a picnic table down there, and built a big fire ring, and the kids love to go down there and play, and we have 4-wheeler trails for them all through the property too. But like I was saying, they've been bugging us since we started cleaning up that area several years ago. They've been bugging us about, of course, I'm big into projectors. I've got a bunch of them, and they've been bugging us about watching a movie down there. And I said, well, I kept saying, we'll get around to it. We'll get around to it. And finally this spring we did. And I strung up a projector screen between a couple trees right there on the creek. And we watched The Legend of Boggy Creek this last spring. And it's one of those things, I'll remember it for the rest of my life, and I hope the kids do too.
I'm sure they will, dude.
Because whenever, all the crickets chirping and the frogs croaking in the background, just like you hear whenever the title screen, the Boggy Creek comes up. We get down there about 30 minutes before dark, and I'm getting all this set up. And you can hear, of course, right about dark, that's when you start hearing those type of noises. And it's just seamless. Right when I turn the movie on, right when it's dark enough to see the screen, it's just, you go from hearing the exact same thing in the background to it blasting out of the speakers at you. And you talk about an immersive experience.
Oh, yeah.
I know I have like the theaters where you go to those 4D theaters or whatever they call them, where they'll spray water in your face and have all kinds of stuff that'll try to make you feel like you're in the environment. That we actually were in the environment. And of the
Yeah,
movie,
you go
and
to
that was
Cody's, you're
awesome.
actually scratching ticks and chiggers off while you're watching the film.
You know, there's something about it. Like when we were at the river this weekend, like you go out in the water, it's nice and it's a
You go in the
chilly,
water, shots in
little
the
cold,
water.
but you look up and you see just all the stars, right? You just see
Nothing like
it's
it.
just
There's
it's
nothing
just
like it.
blanketed, and I just feel bad that not a lot of people get to see that. You know, if you live in a big city or whatever, you don't really pay attention to it, or if you look up, you don't see that. But out in the wilderness like that, where you just hear all the crickets or whatever's out there, and then you just look up and you see that, it's like it's just a good experience to have. I think everybody needs to do that every once in a while.
Very small, but in a good way.
Yeah, you feel small, but also it takes you back to
Humbling.
that's it's good to do that. I think everybody should do something like that. Get back to nature a little bit.
It's therapy. It really is.
It is. It just calms you, and you're just out there, and it's beautiful. And I think that's awesome that you did that, where you had a screen out there. You're showing a movie about Boggy Creek, and you're right. It's 10 times better than anything that anybody could create because it was already there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
like Universal Studios couldn't create that atmosphere. As much money they have, you couldn't do it. You just couldn't. It's beautiful.
Nope.
I love it.
And what's really scary is where he was showing the movie. There's an actual Sasquatch about 2 miles down the road that lives there in a double wide. For real.
He's just a Sasquatch just stand behind everybody eating popcorn. Like, this is pretty accurate.
If Cheap ever, I know he won't ever watch our show, but if he ever does, he's gonna be like, "Fuck you guys."
And then boom, boom, he'll be saying in the background, "Cocksuckers, cocksuckers." So, anything else you want to add to Boggy Creek 1?
No, but just like I said, it's always going to be one of my all-time favorites. Yeah, it's a product of its time, and I'm so glad my kids enjoyed it because I was really worried when I showed it to them because it's a 1972 film, and I was worried that they wouldn't connect with it, and hopefully because of the environment, which Sid had already seen it several years ago, and she loved it from the first time she watched it, which did my heart good. But the kids, they all were just glued to the screen, and and they weren't scared. Well, the youngest, he was scared a little. He got a little nervy, but it was just had to keep telling him, "Hey, it's not real, buddy. It's just a movie."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
he's 2 miles down the road. Don't worry.
Yeah. But
Cody,
great film.
how would you rate it?
It's rated G, so yeah, definitely show it to your kids. Need to keep this movie alive. They still have every year at Falk, Arkansas. They have a huge what they call the Monster
Boggy
Fest.
Creek. Yeah, Monster
Thousands
Fest
of people from around the world converge on this little town with a population. It's
we
smaller
need to do
than where
that
we
one
live.
year.
Yeah, absolutely,
You know
absolutely. Sid's been begging me to.
Poe, how far are you from Texarkana?
Texarkana.
State line.
I'm ballparking maybe 6-7 hours, something like that.
We need to do a group
John.
show.
We're about
where
four.
we
You know what?
all
Hold on.
converge down there on Monster. We all need to do a group show where we all converge down there on Monster Fest, and if we can stream and do a live show at Monster Fest would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'm up for it.
Dude, hold on. I gotta. Go ahead. I'm looking up how far.
I'll take the vacation. Well, I don't give a shit if I got vacation or not. I pretty much get what I want. But yeah, I'll take off from work and do it if I got to take a day off or two.
I was pretty much on the money, guys.
Yeah,
about 7 hours. 7 hours away.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to do that one year.
Oh, that ain't bad.
All us regroup and meet down there and do a I don't know how we can do a group streaming or whatever. Poe, you're the producer. You'll have to figure that out.
I guess I'll figure it out.
I ain't got a
can't do it
damn clue.
without
Hey,
you.
I'm streaming off an iPhone here, an iPhone 8 at that. So that tells you
No,
how
we would
technologically
definitely-
advanced I am.
We would definitely have something cool set up for something like that. Yeah.
I mean, even if we had to record it and then come back and do something with it.
we'll do a live stream. I'll just have to get a soundboard with,
Awesome.
4 or 5 ports to hook up the mics, XLR mics, and bam, and just sit outside in a
We can
lawn
do it.
chair or something and whatever, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
So 7 hours. Yeah. I mean, that'd be
Go
a
check
cool
out
thing.
the Falk Monster Mart. We could do a live tour.
Cody,
of it.
you're gonna have to get a wireless headset before we do this.
Oh shit!
No.
They're-
Hey, I got
will
my
be wired,
earbuds.
dude.
I got my earbuds.
They're
Everything will
$100,
be-
dude.
You know what though? Here's the thing: we wouldn't
the
have
good
to
ones.
have headsets. We'd be all
True.
together. So that's the
We
only
just have
reason
to
we
have
have
a mic.
headsets. So you just have a mic and
Yeah.
bam, there you go. Yeah,
All right. Well,
Yeah,
fuck,
you
I might
wouldn't have to
buy
have a headset
something.
at
Never
all.
mind, Cody.
yeah. We'd all
Yep,
be in
just
the
have to
same
buy a
area.
mic.
Yeah,
That'd work.
there you go. Let's plan on.
So
it,
there you
dude.
go.
Yeah,
For
let's.
the
plan on it,
viewers
gents.
that actually like this show, tell us what you think. See, should we do it or not? And maybe if some of our viewers actually are close enough, they could come by, say hi, or maybe even get on part of the show.
There you
Bigfoot can come say hi. You know, he.
There we go.
go.
Well, I don't know. He's getting older,
we
but
won't
he's
get
still
Sheep
pretty
to go.
fucking strong. I don't think we can hog tie him. Wait. I can afford tranquilizers now. We'll trank his big ass and take him.
Give him. Hey, he's a lightweight. Give him 3 beers, and he'll be easy to handle.
Let's make it 6 and make sure because it's a 4-hour drive.
I don't have to
So-
carry him because we know we can't do that.
Yeah, fuck that. Where he falls is where he sleeps. So Cody, how do you rate this film?
I'm going to give this one 4 PBRs, and that's because it's a mood film, and I want to drink just enough to be relaxed and just chill out and soak it all in.
Yep. Well, Code, I'm not far from you. I'm a 4.5.
4.5 PBRs.
I don't have a rating. I didn't.
You haven't
I didn't
seen
watch
the
the-
film?
What, the Return or
No, the
which-
original.
No, the
Oh,
original.
the original. Oh, yeah. I'll give it yes, I've seen the original. Sorry, guys. I was like, which one are we on? Part 1, 2, whatever. I watched it about a couple years ago for another show that we were doing. And I don't know, a good 6-pack probably. Just sit through and watch it and have a good time.
Yep.
Yeah, a good 6er. I'll give it 6.
It's one of them films, even though it's older than dirt, you can tell it's scripted pretty much, but it's one of them, it keeps you just interested enough to keep watching it. It's not a bad film at all, and I advise anybody watching, or anybody really that's never seen it, at least catch it. The other two, you can kind of judge them like you judge your toilet paper.
They shouldn't take too long. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the only other thing I'd add about that was the song, the character of Travis Crabtree, the young teenage boy who travels up and down river checking his traps and stuff. You follow him; he's a major character a fairly major
shirtless.
character in the film. He's not shirtless. No, in the first Boggy Creek, Travis Crabtree.
Oh, he's in bib overalls, ain't he?
No,
shirt.
he's wearing a jacket and stuff. He's the kid who goes checks. They have the song about him in it. Hey there, Travis Crabtree.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong one. I'm thinking of the little boy that runs around, mama, with little
No,
overalls
Travis
and no
Crabtree.
shirt.
He's
Okay, I'm
like the
sorry.
13. I think 13 in the movie, which was
Yeah.
another real character. I think it was his cousin who played him though, because he was older by then. He was already like 17 or
enough.
18 by the time they made the movie. But the song they play while they're showing him go down river, that "Hey there, Travis Crabtree." This movie made such a big impact on my oldest daughter. Said she every now and then, just random out of the blue, she'll text me and it'll just say, "Hey there, Travis Crabtree," and and I text her back every time. And I just think it's great that the movie made
That's
such
hilarious.
an impact on her. But yeah, I guess we can put the original 1972 Charles B. Pierce classic, The Legend of Boggy Creek. We can put it to bed now, and let's travel a little deeper in the swamp to some much more murky waters.
Are we gonna go to Boggy Creek 2? The legend continues.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, since you didn't see Return to Boggy Creek, and I basically described it already, I don't think there's much else to say. Like I said, not really much else to say about it. So we can go to Boggy Creek
all the
too.
key parts.
Well,
Return to Boggy Creek, Charles B. Pierce had nothing to do with, and he came back. And basically in interviews he said they just threw enough money at him to come back, and he didn't want to do another one. Kind of like John Carpenter was with Halloween, he didn't want to do another one. And
he did not like Boggy Creek 2, The Legend Continues.
No, he made the film and starred in it, and he's like, yeah, we spent half our budget on the monster, and it didn't even look good.
Yeah, he shouldn't have starred in it either. He's not a good actor.
No, neither, and his son sure as hell isn't.
All right, Poe, you ready to play the clip?
Yeah, it's actually the trailer. The trailer. Yeah, I got you.
Ahead.
Anybody tell you where we're going?
Yep, Texarkana.
Texarkana.
Kind of wild, man.
Y'all going camping?
Yeah, notice this
Boggy
Jeep.
Creek creature.
Poe, you remember riding in Jeeps built like that with a lift kit on them, right?
Yeah.
You ever? Oh my God, they're the most unroad worthy vehicle you could travel in. We'll hit that later on in the show.
Oh no!
But
every year since 1956, when these river bottoms.
Dude, you imagine pulling a camper trailer behind one of them?
Oh shit! I couldn't imagine.
Where do you think we're gonna find that monster? Gonna find him in the swamp if it exists.
You know what's funny is I'm looking at how these people are dressing right now, and people still dress like that down here.
You know, it's bad. Most of them in this movie are dead.
I know.
Charles P. Pierce is dead. His son's still alive. The girls are getting close to being dead. As bad as he shoots the floor.
Crazy if we don't go to town and get a motel room.
The rabbit dog scene. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about dark hair, dude. I mean, it's just.
Oh yeah. It's like you mentioned some Hayek earlier. That's the only reason I'm gonna watch it.
I've seen them all the time.
Are you serious?
I know a guy like that.
Shit, we got hundreds of them like that around here. And that's supposed to be an old man.
Yeah. She's pretty hot. Who is that actress? She's pretty hot. The one with the long hair. Now, the curly hair is fine, but the long-haired one.
Hey, Poe. You may have a chance with her now, as old as she is.
Probably not. You just
never know.
Look at this is you know, I have not seen this film, dude. Oh, look, you got a dude.
Oh, it's that. Yeah. Oh, that's opening scene. We're gonna cover that. Oh my God.
Live in the wild.
Oh my God. Boggy Creek 2. The legend continues.
This I got to say one thing. This clip
do your thing, man.
Done wonders for this movie. This would make you want to see this movie, believe it or fucking not.
It did make me want to see it again. It did.
So, Boggy Creek 2, The Legend Continues, directed by the late Charles P. Pierce, or B. Pierce.
Hey, Legend of Boggy Creek. And he was a great...
late great because I do like it.
And he did The Town That Dreaded Sundown, too. And that is a classic.
That is.
I'm sorry. Let me read the late, great Charles B. Pierce. He didn't like this movie. They just threw money at him. Okay. We're going to go to the budget. And this movie is so bad, I couldn't even find budget or box office for this movie on the internet. I shit you not.
We know they have budget on the monster. We know that already.
Dude, I searched for at least an hour trying to find that.
Oh, wow.
I could not. I used like 30% of my phone battery looking for that, and I could not find it. I'm like, damn. Finally, I gave up, and I started writing notes. It's not out there. I don't know. If any of our viewers know it, we would really like it. You know,
Yeah.
message
Did anybody
us.
work on this film?
Whatever it takes. Yeah. This is a horrible, horrible mockumentary.
Oh my god, dude!
Well, it's not even a documentary. It's style. It's shot just like,
Mockumentary.
well, no, it's shot like it was like a regular narrative film.
I put it right there with the Blair Witch 2. They set it up with a college professor hears about the Boggy Creek creature sightings, and he takes 3 of his students to investigate. Okay, here's what me and Poe were talking about when you were pissing, Code. The Jeep they drive in this. Cody, you've rode around in Jeeps like that, correct?
Sure.
Oh yeah, the jacked up old, early 80s Jeeps with a lift kit on them.
Yeah, the old CJs and whatnot.
Yeah, giant lift, because that's a giant lift for that thing back in the day, which was nothing but blocks. How would you feel about pulling a camper, going on a cross-country trip with 3 other people in this Jeep running up and down the road?
I'd feel great if I never had to slow down or stop.
You have bad knees, think about it. No, not going to happen. These things ride like log wagons. No, there's no way. That was a pop-up camper. It would roll you all over the highway at anything above 50 mile an hour. That was my first critique on this film. And then my second critique is the dialogue. Oh my gosh. Cody, what do you think of the dialogue of this film? Pairing it with equally horrible acting. Scooby-Doo does this shit better.
Oscar worthy.
Scooby-Doo does this better. You forgot to speak with your lisp when you're saying Oscar. Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, at least what it might have won a Lenny, Oscar's cousin.
Maybe if they have an STD class, but no. It's then pretty much the only excitement is when they take a break at an old house somewhere, an old homestead. Not even sure why they do it, and they have
out of the blue,
middle of nowhere, a rabid dog attack.
A rabid German Shepherd attacks them. Yeah.
Look
out for those random rabid German Shepherds.
And I tell you what, I wouldn't be worried about the damn German Shepherd. I'd be worried about this fucker with the pistol, because he's like turns into SWAT mode with stiff knees. Tink, 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 tink. And how many times did he point this fucking thing at his head? Yeah, points it at his head and everybody else, but where it needs to be. The best part about that is that was a very nice Smith & Wesson Model 2944 Magnum. I will give them that. That's a very nice pistol. And folks, it gets better from there. Oh,
it does.
Then they go to the camp setup after this. Well, I'm skipping where they go to town and the people are telling them, ain't no monster out here. Even though they're all kind of friends with the monster and they all know about the monster. They're just trying that's like we were talking about before, how if somebody did kill Bigfoot, they wouldn't say anything about it, or if they saw Bigfoot, because they didn't want people coming around. They were reclusive.
Understand.
And they set up camp, and we know what the technology was like in '84, correct?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did they get these sensors where he can take this little old Mac?
That's what I was about to get to. The computer system.
Oh my God.
Okay,
we can set these here sensors up by weight or height.
Hold on. Let me exit out of Oregon Trail and put my 6.5-inch floppy and
well, not even that. Even today, trying to do this today.
Oh no!
How many fucking sensors are you gonna have sprawled out around 400 yards away from your camp? Okay, I'm gonna switch this to weight. Oh, it's heavier than 120 pounds. Oh, it's heavier than 150. I'm at 430 pounds and it's heavier. Oh, that's got to be the Sasquatch. Bullshit. I'm like, oh my God, it's horrible.
The writing in this film.
Oh, horrible.
And did you
horrible.
think that Charles B. Pierce's son, did he have it signed in his contract that he had to be shirtless the whole film, or he wasn't doing it?
That was Charles B. that made him do that because he wanted it to be a throwback to the little boy that ran around in just the overalls in the original.
Look,
Mama.
I didn't
Remember him?
watch this film, but I was looking up stuff, and every picture has that guy without a shirt, so that's why I laughed. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, you know, Charles B. Pierce's son had to love it when they did the Town That Dreaded Sundown remake back in 2014, and
he made him go bottomless in it.
No. You've seen the remake, right?
Yeah,
The
bullshitting.
No, they had
snip.
Yeah, you gotta Donald Duck this scene. Cody, we lost you.
Cody.
you messed him up.
I had a message from the filmmaker.
Oh yeah,
he's dead. How'd you get a message from Charles B?
Not this filmmaker, my daughter, the filmmaker.
Okay.
Okay.
The Psycho Sister. Yeah, okay.
The Psycho Sister. The Charles B. Pierce's son in the Town That Dreaded Sundown remake they did in 2014. It was Ryan Murphy and the American Horror Story bunch was the one that did that film. And they got that one weird, creepy, I can't remember his name. He's a great character actor, but he always plays a weird, creepy character in every season of American Horror Stories. On every movie I've seen him in, he always plays that really odd, quirky character. And you know Charles B. Pierce's son had to love it that they portrayed him with this weird motherfucker. In the Town That Dreaded Sundown remake, living in a fucking houseboat that's docked in a dry lake or whatever the fuck it was. And it's like, yeah, gee, thanks, guys.
You got to give him one thing, that's if he's still living in his houseboat that's docked in a dry lake, he ain't a fucking quitter. He stays there even till after the end. So,
he goes down with the ship. You got to give him that.
One of the coolest things, though, is the Town That Dreaded Sundown, the town that it is portrayed in, and it actually fucking happened.
Yeah.
Every year they watch both movies.
They played in the park down there.
Too.
Yeah, they played
Isn't
in
that
the
insane?
city park there.
Like,
yeah.
that's just like, what? This is crazy.
A lot of people, locals, have tried to get them to stop doing that because, it's family member. They lost family members in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how would you feel, if numerous local families were affected by, a mass murder, and then they play a fucking movie about it depicting the violent murders in the city park every year,
Well, then they should Texas Chainsaw Massacre was, it was recreated off actual events too, and by God, they're not lobbying against it.
Yeah, but this is like actually like this actually this shit happened. Like they didn't do like
Hey, where did the Town That Dreaded Sundown take place?
Texarkana.
Yeah, Texarkana, dude.
We need to do both of them.
Well, that's why Charles B. Pierce he wrote about what he knew. He grew up in that time when first the Town That Dreaded Sundown, when the events of that happened. He grew up in Texarkana, and then also growing up there. He was already an adult whenever the events of Boggy Creek, when all the sightings happened. But there had been sightings before, and he grew up with the lore of that, and he just wrote about what he knew, basically.
Yeah. But I'm serious. We need to, 1 year we'll do the Boggy Creek one, and then the next year we'll do the Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Well, and the thing is, Texarkana and Falk are less than 30 miles apart.
Yeah. What do you guys think? I think that'd be awesome to do for the show.
Yeah, I'm down, man.
I think Boggy Creek, the Monster Fest at Boggy Creek would probably be a lot more fun. Because Texarkana is a huge city. I mean,
let's do both of them. Why not? Let's do Boggy Creek. If it's a hit,
but I'm gonna annoy the fuck out of you because I'm over here in Texas. Now I'm in Arkansas. I'm in Texas. Now I'm in Arkansas.
Well, okay.
Will you stop it?
I'm going to be teabagging both states at the same time, so I don't know who's going to be the more annoying. Hey, look at this! Look at this!
Not to mention the constant rotten egg smell you get from the Sulphur River. It's horrible. It truly is.
Oh, it is bad. But
you know what?
Alcohol's invented for.
Oh, we don't even notice it anymore. I'm like, how can you not fucking notice that?
I work in the oil field, so like, I think my sense of smell has been killed a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like we'll go through certain cities or little towns, and my wife's like, "Do you smell that?" I'm like, "Yeah, kind of." Like, I mean, you're just used to that rotten egg smell. Yeah.
Well, kind of like I worked in a tire shop for 20 years, and
yeah,
I can't even. People talk about that new tire, that rubber smell, and I can't smell it.
Yeah. The new tire smell's not there anymore. It's gone on a lot of tires. I'm not kidding you. It's weird. There's like doing something else with tires.
You know what?
And my tires don't hook up. My tires don't hook up.
Body spray on them. They find people. Nobody buys that shit.
The last set of tires, and I get the high performance ones for my Challenger speed rated. Bruce told me, "Is you smell anything different in here?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, Bruce? Do you smell anything?" He's like, "What do you usually smell when you come in my shop?
Just
I got
fart?
new tires sitting in here." I'm like, "I don't smell the tires." He's like, "Exactly. I noticed on this shipment. This is the new shipment when the new company took over. And dude, I lost a second off my 0 to 60 time with these tires. Yeah, there's something different with them. They've changed something.
It's cheaper now or more eco-friendly or something.
Eco-friendly. Yeah, fuck them. They took my 0 to 60 time, them cocksuckers. I'm going to keep burning firewood and burning my used motor oil on my damn brush piles out back and everything. Because you know what? We're from the backwoods, and that's what we do. So anyway, back to Boggy Creek 2.
You made your point.
Where the fuck were we at? Oh, we were at the sensors at the camp. So they're putting these sensors out, right? They don't even have them all out yet. We got Shirtless Boy, and I don't know what to call this chick. She looks like Indian or something. She's like dark haired. No, she's black haired. The brunette chick's the city chick. That's
I think she is.
Yeah.
She has a Indian type name.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. She's beautiful.
No, nothing wrong with it. Yeah, she's gorgeous. But then there's you got something big coming your way. Start heading back to anyway. They don't have these sensors set up yet. Anyway, they run back to camp and all that, and then this critter comes back that night to check their camp out again. After I forgot, Charles B grabs his Smith & Wesson Model 629 and goes running through the woods again and points it at his own fucking head 5 times before he gets to this. I'm like, oh my, with his finger on the fucking trigger. I'm like, oh Jesus! And Smith & Wesson
maybe that was the inspiration for that scene from Tucker and Dale versus Evil, where they got, the safety's on. Oh, thanks.
I'm getting fucking nervous. I mean, just watching this, even though I know this is because back then this is a real revolver. This is not a movie revolver, because Jason or Brandon Lee has not got killed yet, so you can have real guns on set. They just have to be shot with blanks. A 44 Magnum blank has got enough to blow half of his fucking face off, and he's pointing this motherfucker at his face all the fucking time when he's trying to do his swap maneuvers. So this is just making me fucking cringe. I didn't even get sleepy watching this motherfucker when I was laying in bed. And so yeah,
hey,
so
at least you didn't fall asleep on it.
And I did their parts, but then he comes back at night, and then they go out. They run out of, as soon as the creature gets there, they run out of gas in their generator. It's not a generator, a generator. Remember, the one the shirtless fucker calls it. They go out. I got the flash on to get your gas and that, and then they turn around and Bigfoot's just standing in the bushes. And then they do the worst fucking thing they could have done in this whole entire fucking film. What'd they do? They zoomed in on their shitty asses at Bigfoot suit.
Hey, if I'd spent half my budget on that shitty ass Bigfoot suit, I would have wanted to get some screen time too. Just saying.
Well, apparently they were embarrassed by the budget because I couldn't fucking find it anywhere. So Hey, your girls will do a hell of a lot better job when they do a Boggy Creek film than they did on this.
For sure.
And so they shoot this thing with a tranquilizer dart, which I don't know why he just didn't go ahead and use a 44 Magnum. And it just kind of, we had better acting out of Harry and the Hendersons. And
yeah, they didn't even
Doesn't do
use
nothing.
the monster's howl from the original.
it doesn't piss him off, doesn't it? He just kind of, you fucking stuck me with a needle, and he runs off in the woods. It doesn't fit. It doesn't even fit like the creature, like whenever you scare them or wound them, they get vicious and attack, trying to defend themselves. And later on, we learn what the creature's doing, which really makes this out of narrative. But it's just bad.
Yeah.
It's just fucking horrible. It's not even bad. It's fucking horrible.
When the director even says, "Yeah, sorry about that, guys."
Then, what about the stupid bitches in their Jeep trip? Remember, the guys go out exploring, looking for tracks. And, okay. They got their sensors set up to 400 yards.
We got to take a clip of that. Just what about the stupid bitches in their Jeep trip?
Exactly. Poe's gone right now. He'll be back. So, all right, they got their sensors set up to 400 yards, correct, in a circle around camp. All right. So they're going to go out looking for tracks and tell the girls to stay there.
As one does.
Yeah. 400 yards is not that far away. And they don't hear the Jeep fire up and run off when the girls get to talking to each other and freak each other out. And then they don't even know how to put it in 4-wheel drive. They don't. You got to walk in the widow hubs and put it with a stick. They don't know how to do this. And they get it tuck.
You can't tell me those girls hadn't pulled on a few sticks before.
But they used their mouths, not their hands. So yeah, and then when they and this is another thing that gets me. So they've made all this damn noise with this Jeep. Them guys can't hear them, and they're less than 300 yards away from them. They made all this noise with the Jeep, and then when they sit there for 3 fucking hours, and they finally decide, oh, this has a winch on it. Let's put the winch up to the tree. And then when they start winching themselves out, then the monster comes up when they're doing the quietest thing they could compared to what they were doing to investigate. And then they get scared and run away from the Jeep. And the monster doesn't follow them for some reason. I don't know. Maybe he had a Jeep fetish. Maybe he's over there humping the Jeep while they were going. I don't know.
Maybe he was trying to jack it,
And then they go back.
Maybe that's in the deleted scenes. Bigfoot's there under the dam. He's got sparking 2 wires together.
Wait, you're forgetting. They had to cut that scene out because back then they couldn't show Bigfoot's BBC.
Here we go. Full circle.
Yep.
It came first.
All right. Yep.
Bigfoot.
So then they decide, they hear, what is it, the story from the one sheriff where the little Bigfoot jumps on his back, hits him in the head with his balls, and because he has a handful of fish, and then the big Bigfoot grabs the little Bigfoot and the fish, and they walk off. Something like that. Yep. About right. And so they decide to go down to the river to talk to the old man that's lived there for decades. And when they get there to the old man's river cabin, yeah, he's a big old boy. He's a little balder than I am. I'm chasing him. I hate to admit it. But I think he's younger than I am right now. I think he's about a 38-year-old man. And he's supposed to be the old man of the river in bib overalls. Yeah, this film gets shittier and shittier as we go. That was not an old man of the river like it was supposed to be.
This is the villain. This is your film's great villain.
And the best part of this is the one bitchy chick is wearing a tube top, but she never falls out of it.
Yeah, I hate that.
So, yeah.
See, if you're gonna do something like that, like,
Exactly.
This film needs some redeeming quality. And
just pop one.
It just doesn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't ever deliver.
Especially with the old man all his references to her. And then the one girl, you want some of this here snuff, girl? She said, yeah, I'll take some of that. Boy, that there's a woman right there. Look at there. You know, all them comments he made. And then he starts building all these brush fires around his house. And then that one's like, you're a doctor? Yeah, I'm a doctor. Well, he's not a medical doctor. He's an Arkansas State University doctor, so it's probably on incest, something like that. I'm just saying. So I apologize if we have any Arkansas viewers. Not really, but anyway.
Yep. Don't worry. I grew up in Arkansas a little bit, so whatever.
Well, I mean, the Clintons come from there, so what do you expect?
Yeah.
So I'm not judging all Arkansasians from the Clintons. Unless you like them, then yeah, I'm judging the fuck out of them. But anyway, so he's out there getting, I gotta get my fires going. Y'all just go in the house because storms are coming up. He doesn't want them to take the riverboat ride back up because electricity get them, you know, lightning. And
at least he's polite.
And my best part of it, that one woman's watching him light these fires, which I didn't think nothing of the fires because I live in the country. And there's all the time shit falling down. You got to pile it up and you got to burn it to get it out of your way. I'm just thinking, he's keeping his property clear, you know, out in his front yard and this and that, you know. And that one girl, what's he doing? Why? And then old Charles B. Well, I can tell you something. He's up to something no good. I can tell you that. Why would he be burning all these fires around here? I'm like, this motherfucker's not from the country. We burn shit all the time here. So we ain't got piles of shit laying around everywhere that we got to mow around. And, but then we find out he comes in. So you're a doctor, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, you good doctor. But I'm not that kind of doctor. What kind of doctor are you if you ain't? So he's got the little one. He caught the little Bigfoot in a trap. And oh my goodness.
As one does.
They should have not zoomed in on the special effects on this. I'm thinking they had about a $550 budget on this movie. Because they couldn't have spent more than $150 on either one of these Bigfoot costumes. They were bad. Especially when they zoomed in. You could see the actors' eyeballs in them. They didn't even black them out with makeup around. You could see the whites of their eyes. So they didn't even get colored folk to wear them. They got white people to wear them. So they couldn't black out their eyes. I mean, come on, folks.
Are you saying that Charles B. Pierce was a racist?
No, I'm not saying that. Cody, why you got to take our podcast to that level? What the hell? Damn, I'm just making fun of Arkansas people, and you got to take it to a whole new level. Are you all people are racist? Damn, I got to go upstairs and get a beer. I'll be right back.
Why is it all the way upstairs?
I can hear you.
Hey,
I run out the ones I had in the freezer.
Be quiet. When he falls down the stairs here, the stairs are pretty steep. So this will be the most entertaining part of this episode, I promise.
See, I want a GoPro when he goes for beers upstairs after how many...
It works great.
We need a Trav cam. We need a Trav cam.
We do need a Trav cam.
I'll show you a Trav cam.
No, I don't actually.
Not when you're taking a piss. Not when you're taking a piss.
No, not right now. All right. So we're coming over here. So this is the stairs. I ain't kidding you. All country as fuck. See, these are the wooden stairs. But get this, then it's concrete walls at the base of the stairs, and then I hung a poster with glass right at the base of the stairs.
Nice.
Whoever fucks up first. And so it's got glass on it.
Dude, it looks like what Billy the fucking puppet's gonna roll out. Live or die. Like you're like in a Saw movie down there. There's electrical and stuff above your head.
No, maybe the puppet masters will come after you. But.
There you go. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, you showed us before, but I saw that Blade. Blade's my favorite.
Phantasm on that side. Oh
yeah, dang,
I love Blade and Torch and all that.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Oh,
if you choose to,
that might have been on our other podcast I showed you.
No. Exactly, and no, the true challenge is on our yearly New Year's Eve party, the beer pong, the full contact beer pong.
Uh-oh. Full contact?
God.
What are y'all talking about?
I'm getting
Cody.
a little old for it. I'll admit it.
Cody's
takes a little
serious
while
about his
to
beer
recuperate.
pong now.
Yeah, biting, eye gouging, it's all legal.
Oh my God. You ain't lying.
And I got a wood bin down
Throw
here that I
elbows,
keep
throw
stocked
knees.
because I've got a indoor wood furnace in my basement, and it's usually he usually bounces off of it at least 2 or 3 times.
So
He's hardcore about his beer
it
pong.
actually brings back the old saying, I'm going to take you out behind the wood pile.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
So, and this film turns into Charles B. turns into a hero because that little creature's gonna die. That's not right. We got to
get back to his mommy or daddy or
So
they damn.
He pulls out his beautiful Smith & Wesson Model 629. I got to give him that.
You like this gun, apparently. Yeah,
I know. He keeps talking about
I've got one sitting in my safe. When they first pulled that out, I'm like, hey, that's Smith & Wesson Model 629 classic. Yeah. The only difference between that and Dirty Harry's is Dirty Harry's was a 7.5 inch. That's the 4 inch, which was very rare. You only got that for a few years, and then you could get the 5 or the 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's the 4 inch version.
I think Dirty Harry's compensating for something. Go ahead.
Right, you can argue with Matt if you want to or not. He's a crack shot with that motherfucker. I know Clint Eastwood's in his 90s, but he could probably still whoop my ass if it come down to it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I saw Macho and looks like he has those baby hips where his pants would just fall down without a belt. He just has like
I don't know. I'd probably let him whip my ass though, just so I could say I had my ass whipped by Clint Eastwood.
You know what?
I would consider that a fucking honor, to tell you the truth. So Clint, if you're watching Clint, I'll let you whoop my ass.
What's on Rumble?
Clint, if you're as disgusted by this show as we are, please set it up. Come whoop his ass.
I wonder if anybody wants me to whip their ass on Rumble.
We'll set it up. Clint will come up there and whoop my ass, and he'll probably pull a fucking piece and shoot my ass and be like, at my fucking age, what the hell?
Yeah, and take it all easy on old Clint. He's getting that paper thin skin, but that's not his fault. It's just he's getting old, dude.
Oh, that ain't no shit. Damn, I'm surprised he's still going.
Pull out the 44 and shoot you, and as you're laying there bleeding out, he'd say, "That's what you get for not watching Sully."
Yeah.
No.
I'll tell you,
as long as he takes the chewing tobacco and spits it between my eyes, I wouldn't hold a grudge against him.
I'll tell you, in Gran Torino, I was like, okay, I'm still kind of scared of him. And then I saw Cry Macho. I'm like, oh.
I have it. We still haven't watched it yet. I bought it on DVD.
I haven't watched Cry Macho yet.
He could just blow him over. He's like, what'd you say to me, punk? Just fall.
Oh, it was like The Unforgiven.
You want some?
You remember The Unforgiven?
Yes, that was a badass movie.
Well, wait. If you go back in time, it'd been forever since Clint had made a movie. Me and my dad were Clint Eastwood fans.
Oh, yeah.
And we watched that, and we were like, what the fuck? He can't even get on his damn horse. And then the misfire. And couldn't shoot. Missed them here and there. You know, me and my dad's thinking outlaw Josie Wells, you know, his spaghetti westerns, this and that.
Yeah,
so the first few times I watched it, I was like, oh, damn it, Clint, don't come down to this. You know, I'm watching through a covered eye. But now I love it. It's a great movie. But it just
he doesn't. He's not the sharpshooter or anything like that. He's an old man. He's just a mean fucking old man.
Yeah, it's like, you know, my dad, you know, it's like me and my dad were watching our hero. Well, it was my dad's hero, and of course it was my hero too, you know, film hero. And he showed it on film, him aging, and we didn't fucking like it, you know. I mean, naturally didn't the first time. Now I love the movie. But even my dad, before he passed, got to where he liked the movie better.
And the same with our 80s action stars, you know. We got like the Expendables movies and whatnot. And so when they first come back, everybody was it was a laughing stock, and then the films made a lot of money. So because of people like us, and
well,
you know,
and then Stallone's like, "Fuck you, I got HGH." Yeah. Come on, motherfucker.
I'll show you how to make a movie.
I just can't go to Australia and make a movie. He goes, oh, rest my ass. And more power to him because actually HGH really isn't bad for you if you get a really good strain of it.
Mm.
I've checked into it, but I can't afford it.
It probably still won't make your hair grow back.
Eh.
I don't give a fuck about that anymore.
Yeah, I've come to terms.
And even then, with HGH, all right, if you get on human growth hormone, it will make your head get more big around. It will make your feet get bigger. Your hips get bigger. Your hands get bigger. But guess the one thing that will not grow on HGH? Your fucking penis. I shit you not. Your heart, all your organs,
HGH.
everything but anything sex related on HGH will not grow.
Dear God, screw that. You know what?
You're going to look like
That's a conspiracy right there.
So say you were a 180-pound guy.
Where's
say
Joey
you're my
T when you
size,
need him?
Yeah.
You're a 180-pound guy.
It's a conspiracy.
And say you got a 7-inch pecker. All right, you're not doing too bad. You know, you're a 180-pound guy. You get on HGH, you get to 240 fucking pounds, and you still got a 7-inch pecker. That 7-inch pecker don't look near as good at 240 as it did 180. So that's the bad thing about bodybuilding. That's the one muscle men can't grow.
Yeah.
See, women got the edge here. They can get their tits done. They can get the rear end redone. They can get all kinds of realignments, all kinds of shit. But
guys can get penis implants.
Yeah, but it don't work. You can't feel nothing when you do that.
What do you mean it doesn't work? There's a whole industry that's based on. You can't tell me. You tell me that
it's a
all the
piss
porn stars, did they grow up near a radioactive plant? Because there's no way every porn star guy is hung like a Clydesdale. There's no fucking way.
Dude, around my part of the woods, when we get one that's like that, we just fucking shoot him and roll him in the dick. That's wrong.
Take him out of the gene pool.
You're over 8 inches. That shit ain't right, boy. You just get on out of here.
What you're packing? No,
Don't need that kind of competition.
I'm only 3.5 still.
Yeah, but it's 3.5 around.
Oh,
fuck, what are we supposed to be talking about again? I forgot. I got on the range.
BBC.
The legend continues. I don't even know anymore.
You know, I think Boggy Creek 2, the legend continues. We need to make a special exception for this one. We don't need to rate it in beers.
Yeah.
We need to rate this one in
whiskey shots.
Bigfoot BBCs.
Okay.
Wait. All right, hold on. I remember where I was at now. We got to wait before we get to your rating because I'm curious about this.
Oh, my God, dude.
All right, so anyway, the Model 29 man, I can't remember his name now. All I remember is his beautiful pistol he was carrying. Yeah, I tell you much of a gun.
Why don't you just rate the movie on the gun that you saw? It was like, oh, shit, one pat.
10. It's a fucking 10.
I get it. This movie is excellent.
He's like, we got to rescue this little fucker. He didn't exactly say that, but I think that's about the right accent.
It would have been more.
So anyway, the hillbilly comes in. Oh, them there, the damn storm put out my fires. Oh, them fires. So Bigfoot's breaking in. He's kicking down the door. He's like, motherfucker, you got my kid in there. I don't know if it's female Bigfoot, male Bigfoot. I don't know. They never showed the penis in this one, so we couldn't tell.
Well, I didn't see Bigfoot titties either, so I'm going to assume
Which it would have been more legit if they did. But yes.
Well, I would have been scared if it would have showed the Bigfoot penis as low budget as this was. So that kind of would have been scared. They didn't have AI horse cock they could have put in here. So anyway, Bigfoot's breaking down. He's like, you girls stay right here. And they're like, what the fuck? And this Bigfoot's breaking down the door. I'll be back. So he runs back there. Just a little bit after they disarmed the hillbilly, I forgot there's all kinds of stupid shit there that went on. Hillbilly's got shells, then he don't have shells, and they wind up in Charles' pocket, and it's a mess. And he's got a double barrel shotgun, which would have done tremendous damage.
Yeah.
So he comes in and he's like, here, I reckon this here is what you're a searching for. And the Bigfoot's like, just so gentle then. Gets its baby. Not like, what the fuck did you do to this motherfucker?
Touch my kid? Did you touch my fucking kid?
No, this thing's almost dead. I mean, it's like a day away from having fucking maggots coming out of it. It's damn near dead. And it leaves. And then our closing, you got the big old man of the river. That's not very fucking old at all. Sitting on the porch. And
fat
we have
bastard.
the hillbilly.
Let's just call him fat bastard.
There you go.
We have the hillbilly revelation. You know, Mr. Man with the beautiful 629 Classic. I can't remember his name now. I reckon nobody needs to know about that monster, and I didn't need to have that one. And that monster just needs to run wild and free. And he had a hillbilly. It's not exact words. I can't remember. I didn't write it down. I thought I'd remember it by now, but I had too many beer.
Yeah.
And that's exactly about
That was
exactly
a pretty
how
sweet
this
gun,
movie
though.
goes.
That was a pretty sweet gun he had, though.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'll give him that. It's even 44 Magnum. It wasn't a pussy ass 357.
Oh, I get it.
I give him that. And that was the end of the movie. And then it shows him getting in the little boat and puttering upstream, and no titties being shown or nothing. It's like,
Oh, well.
What the fuck is
Yeah.
this?
Well.
Like, why was I even here? Why was I even here?
Exactly.
Why do you even show up?
Especially back then.
I think that's the end of every one of these shows.
You have a tube top, and nothing ever gets shown. No running.
I mean, you know.
Oh, they ran out of budget for nipples. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Yes.
They spent it. Holy shit, I know where the budget went. It went on a pistol.
Yeah.
It's a high dollar piece.
I had to,
That's a high dollar piece. Because we know
Really?
they didn't spend it on the computer and the sensors.
You gotta go with the audience.
If that computer, if a 1984 or whatever it is computer is picking up weight and height of approaching creatures, if it is like that sonar capability, that's like some next level shit for that time.
Well,
So
and we know they didn't spend it on the Jeep because that was a pawn shop Jeep you seen all the time back in the early 80s. So
yeah.
Whenever
fucking drivable anyway.
Billy Ray gets caught banging his wife's sister and going through a divorce, got to sell the Jeep, of course.
Oh no, it's Billy Ray gets stopped banging his stepdaughter's daughter. See,
okay,
you're forgetting where this is filmed at.
Hey.
Or it might be his daughter's stepdaughter if you get down to it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is Jerry Springer territory.
But we're skipping over the very beginning of the film where you have the bubbles coming up out of the water chasing.
Oh, my God.
We got to mention that.
So, hold on.
Can't believe I forgot about that.
Bigfoot, the Boggy Creek creatures underwater?
Yeah,
he's an amazing swimmer.
Oh.
Amazing swimmer.
But he either
all of them say.
blows a lot of water out of his mouth or has a constant stream of air coming out of his asshole.
Okay, what? It's jet propulsion.
Yeah, that must be it. Yeah.
Well, all right. I forgot about that in the beginning of the film, and I meant to mention that. I thought I had it in my notes, but I probably overrode it. So in the beginning of the film, it shows, the swamp outlet, and then it shows this. What was it? About a 4 or 5 point buck going and swimming across the swamp code.
Yeah, we saw the little in the preview. Yeah.
And then you see the bubbles. It looks like
and you
Scuba
keep
Steve
expecting
with a
to
hole.
see something come out of the water, but nothing ever does. The bubbles just
No.
continue.
Oh wow!
And at first, I'm thinking, I've never seen this film before, and I'm thinking it's shot documentary style like the others.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on? So you see this deer. I'm like, oh, well, they're fixing to show this deer get ate by a gator, and I'm like, I ain't never seen a gator blow bubbles like that. And I'm like,
yeah,
they got a bubble machine up in there. And you see this deer, all of a sudden something grabs it and yanks on it, and its fucking mouth is opening and closing, and all of a sudden next you see is a fakest damn deer head you ever seen come out of the water, and then you see the Boggy Creek monster arm come up, and then its head come up and come down, and then not even Kool-Aid water comes up. It's like a really pale pink. Yeah, it was really, really horrible. But they did that because Bigfoot's supposed to be a great swimmer.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
And then it goes nowhere else in the movie.
There's an explanation for this.
Okay.
The Bigfoot apparently can hold their breath for a very, very long time, but the BBC it comes into play here. He winds it like a fucking propeller, like a
helicopter.
propeller.
The helicopter.
See, that makes sense.
It's like a submarine. I mean, not like the one that went to see the Titanic recently, but
that's
like
not bubbles. That's not bubbles. That's turbulence from it spinning. And he didn't mean to get that deer. He went by it and it sucked him under.
He's like an anaconda. Just like, oh my god.
My anaconda don't
Cody.
want none unless you got those, huh?
All right, Cody. So how would you rate whatever the fuck this movie's called?
Boggy
Creek 2, the legend continues.
You know what? I'm going to give this one at a scale of 1 to 10 PBRs. I'll give it 11 PBRs because
god,
it's painful to get through. It's
really.
I haven't watched it besides watching. I honestly I did not rewatch the whole thing for the show. I just watched clips. But when I did watch it,
you bastard! I watched the whole fucking thing.
I watched Return to Boggy Creek, and I will say,
You
Return to Boggy
tortured Travie.
Creek, it's a
What's
better
up with
film.
you, man?
It's a superior film. But God, this movie's so hard to get through.
Oh,
you know, I'd like to say it has some redeeming qualities, but it just doesn't.
And even with Charles B. Even with Charles B. narrating it, it's just fuck. It's bad.
And I hate that his career went out like that. Which he went on. He worked as a set before he did Legend of Boggy Creek. He'd been a set designer for years, for over a decade, and then he continued doing that all the way up through the 2000s until his close to his death in 2011. But he was a very well-known set designer, and it's just a shame with Boggy Creek and him basically creating a whole genre with that film, a whole subgenre.
True.
And then nothing ever came to fruition for him after that. Well, after doing Boggy Creek, and then in '76, I think it was The Town That Dreaded Sundown, and both those are such landmark films. And just to see that was pretty much it for his career, and as a filmmaker, aside from doing the set design, I mean, he even worked like Bonanza and a bunch of old westerns during the '60s. He'd done set design on. Yeah, I mean, he'd been in the business for years. But it is a shame because I mean, people obviously love at least the first movie because I mean, 50 years later, people are still coming down to thousands and thousands of people from around the world are coming down to Falk, Arkansas for this Monster Fest. And there's still a lot of interest in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Well, the original is the best documentation they have of the original sightings.
Yeah. I mean, actually using real people from the sightings.
Except for some of the ancient, and there's not very many of them left, the ancient newspaper clippings they had of the rural newspaper. If you research it, there are some of those still out.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Around there. Yeah, there's just a few of them that are still out. And they're like VHS prints when you see them. It's like pictures that were taken and like really low def and not low def. They were filmed.
Damn.
And they're real blurry.
Got some of those.
You can read them. You can read them, but if you zoom in on them, you can't see them as good. You got to kind of zoom out. You know what I mean? They're really old. They haven't been HD remanufactured. So, but yeah, his is like the first real version. Yeah, I'm kind of fucked up. I know, Code. I see you grinning at me.
Hey, I do want to say the Psycho Sister Films. They said, "Hey there, Travis Crabtree."
Hey there, Travis Crabtree. You're supposed to be in bed and not watching us talk now.
Hey,
Adult content, kids, go to bed.
well, yeah. Well, we'll clean it
Yeah.
up as the
Brush
best we
your
can.
teeth.
Uh,
Kind of
I did
wet the
find.
bed on that one.
Well, that was earlier. I do have Sasquatch calls in Boggy Creek. It's y'all remember that show Finding Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh my god, that one was so much bullshit. Yeah. I remember.
yeah, dude. Well,
And they had to pick the most retarded. I'm not going to call them backwoods, maybe.
they had to be, dude. Yeah.
Like,
No. They were
like
city woods.
we're
They
talking
weren't
like West
backwoods.
Virginia backwoods. Some of them.
Hey, there's something over there moving in them bushes. I'm gonna shoot my pistol in there. Let's see if we can get it to move.
Bigfoot
Yeah,
call.
I
The one that
remember that.
Opie who did the Bigfoot calls. So.
and they weren't even packing a Smith & Wesson Model 29 Classic either. They weren't even true to form. They were.
Oh
carrying
my god!
Glocks.
Here
I
we go
remember
with the
that
gun.
shit.
He's obsessed with this gun. He's obsessed with the gun.
I'm a Smith &
Let's
Wesson man.
let's.
He is.
I like them there Smith & Wesson.
I don't know. Smith & Wesson taters.
You can shit on them our Glocks.
Fuck that
All right.
block, man.
Let's see. Squatch calls in Boggy Creek. Let's see this. Finding Bigfoot.
Hey, Lyle, do you do any Squatch calls?
I can, I'm an amateur at it compared to you guys, but I can do it, I guess.
I think they're all
Renee,
amateurs.
Cliff, you copy?
Yeah, go ahead,
Oh,
Bubs.
fuck. I remember these guys.
We're going to see Lyle do a Squatch call.
I like that.
In other words,
Okay, does that sound anything like one?
we're bored.
Nope.
Sounded kind of ghoulish. I know.
Yeah.
Listen, hold on. I think I hear it.
Probably some old guy taking a dump in a.
That direction.
That was a dry prong call. That wasn't no Sasquatch.
Renee, did you just do a knock?
We're listening. Cliff heard a possible knock.
Well, I don't know. That's what I know.
Look at that dude's face, man.
I know. This is so like. Okay.
Oh my
So that was a
that's
Sasquatch
horrible.
call.
God.
Holy
Dude, that
shit.
was terrible.
We could have made better content than that. Well, wait, hold on. Let's hire Cody's daughters to make better content than that.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Psycho Sisters, get on it.
No shit.
You know, like get on it. Yeah, that was terrible. I mean, look, I get it. There's a lot of enthusiasts out there, and I'm not totally gonna crap on them or whatever. But like that show, come on. These guys they just went out there and just go ahead.
I remember that show on Animal Planet now. I watched like 2, maybe 3 episodes, and that was the highlight of it right there. I mean, it was a joke. All it was they didn't even have infrared. They had what is it you call it when it casts everything green to make it look appealing like you can use it's a lens. It's a lens. You can use regular light and it turns everything green is all they used. So they were out there with regular lighting and shit like that. Yeah, it was a freaking joke. Like most of your made for TV shit is, all of it is.
Well, even the guys that go in the haunted houses and stuff, like they're ghost hunters, and they all have that green light crap going on. Yep. I know it's big business. It really is. Like people, of course they watch it, and you got people that go out and hunt. But really and truly, what would happen if they actually ran into like a creature like that? Like they would probably crap their pants. Like
I was about to say,
what I mean, like
it would turn into a Huggies commercial real fucking quick. Guarantee you.
Hey, depends.
Depends.
True. Oh no, wait, no, it wouldn't be depends. It'd be trans pins now.
Oh my god,
you gotta be.
You know what? I will.
That was.
I tip my hat to Travis for being, conscious of about the world around him. It's great.
And I gotta say, if that offended you, fuck you. You're on the wrong channel. Move on.
Jeez, here we
I
go.
don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You're on the wrong podcast.
I don't know. Like, what? Seriously, like, let's get down to it. All right. So, say you guys are out hunting and you actually see something like that. Would it like? To me, that would freak me out. Like, I would be like, "What the hell? This?
Oh yeah.
This is actually like. I mean, what would you think? Like, you're out there and you're, hunting or whatever, and you see something like that.
Well, that Aaron, that's usually the point where we say, "Okay, well, it's time we switch back from the whiskey to the beer."
Well,
I must be too drunk to do this.
I gotta say, I would probably have the safety off, finger off the trigger, pointing in the direction of it, and I'd say, "Sheep, is that you?" Before I'd done anything.
And if he didn't get "fuck you guys" in reply, he's like, "Yeah, it's time to open fire."
Fuck you guys! Like, you drunk motherfucker, don't shoot. Yeah, and then I may open fire.
I
can't help it. I'm big.
But like these people, I'll have to pull it up real quick. This guy that claimed he killed one, and I'm like, how could you? I mean, I don't know. Like, why would you want to kill something like that?
If it's walking straight toward me, yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, if he's violent,
yeah. If they're flinging big boulders at you and shit.
Here's the thing: if they're as big as they're supposed to be 7 to 10 foot tall. Some of them exaggerated 14 foot tall. If it's coming straight toward you, and you're sitting in the woods, yeah, I can see. If you see it strafing away from you, 50, 60, 70 yards away, but if it's coming straight toward me, I'm probably going to put it down. And it depends on what I'm hunting too. If I'm sitting after the 22 long rifle with squirrels, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do.
Huh.
But I've always got a sidearm on me too. So, I mean, it depends on what I'm doing. If I got a 22 long rifle, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to stay behind this little tree and hope it goes to the left of it. If not, I'm going to mag dump on its eyeballs, and then I'm going to shit on its face as I'm running the other way. But, if I'm deer hunting, I'm probably going to try to figure out where its heart is or shoot it in the head if it's coming straight toward me.
Dude,
but it's not that I want to kill it. It's just that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
if
it's threatening, I get it. If it's threatening and it's coming toward you, of course, take care of business. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see this guy. National Geographic actually put this on their channel.
No shit. National Geographic has Bigfoot shit on there.
Look, name Justin Samaya, 31 occupation, electrician, Bigfootologist, S1.
It's pronounced Dierte.
Is that not fucking Joe Dirt? Look at him. He's put on some weight.
31. I work as an electrician, but I'm also a Bigfootologist. And
because I'm married one.
Keeping on, man.
Let's see this guy.
What the fuck? And this is on National Geographic.
Yes, dude.
Justin claims that he shot an adult
2010?
and a juvenile Sasquatch, and that he killed the younger one.
In 2010, that mother.
It's made him one of the most infamous figures in the Bigfoot world today.
Where's the body?
It all began on a hunting trip to California's remote Sierra Mountains.
He probably shot some old dirty hippie.
2010, I was bear hunting with a friend of mine.
Holy fuck, Joe Dirt put on weight.
He's really gone downhill.
Wait, is his name Jason Smegma?
Like any other.
Smegma.
There was one
Him, he turned into a Twinkie really quick, didn't it?
Said, yeah, we're gonna go here, and we're gonna kill something there. Sure.
I thought I saw him.
We came around the corner and we're driving. We look into this.
Wait, he's untrustworthy. He's driving a Toyota. Come on,
Toyota RAV4.
Come on, dude. Oh wait,
maybe for the first second or two it did.
Flip that rifle out the window.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me help.
Wait. All right.
Hold on. Whoa. Is that legal? Okay, we
He
got
bought it. Wait, he bought it at Car Mart, so this is all making sense.
What? Okay, guys, this is
Holy
totally
shit.
illegal in Texas. Like in California, can you do
No.
this?
No. In Texas, if it's on private property, you can shoot from a vehicle.
Okay, well, this guy is out in California. Is that still legal?
Oh, wait, he's got a gun. He's illegal in California.
Now, I guarantee.
I'd say you can't even have a gun in a vehicle in California.
I guess so. I mean, wait a minute. Does that vehicle run on gas? You probably get more jail time for a vehicle that runs on gas than pointing a rifle out of it in California, anyway.
California, everything's illegal. And if that offends you, guess what? You're on the wrong fucking podcast. Move on.
Sorry, guys. I meant to pause it.
Went to Car-Mart and got this sweet RAV4 that drove right across the road to Walmart and got this beautiful Savage 308 synthetic shot.
No. 308 kicks too much. That's one of them 7mm 08.
7mm.
7mm 08.
I went to CarMax.
Maybe out 6.
Look at this beautiful picture they got of me looking through my scope.
I know. Look at
see
this.
my eyeball.
This is so horse
When
poo.
I made the kill shot,
It looked
right in the eye.
I look just like Tom Berenger off Sniper on the fatter. Look at there. I tell you what, there.
Look, I saw it.
Lately.
I salted.
Damn.
8 feet tall, around 600 pounds.
600 pounds?
A couple seconds go by, decide that I'm going to kill it.
Why? Oh, God. Hold on. Shouldn't there be a dip in that lip?
And I shot it about right here.
I'm shot that some
on
bit.
the top of its rib.
Hold it.
Okay.
Well, oh, he's backwards. I'm sorry. Well, wait, he is from California.
No.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't look at it and say, okay, I think I'm gonna kill it. Now I'm gonna chamber him around. Now I'm gonna grab my gun. Now I'm gonna squeeze. But Californians do shit different, so I gotta say they may work it that way.
Here's my problem. How he's speaking. Okay, like you, for me to trust you and that you shot something like I shot that some bitch right between the nut. It's 600 pounds, and I pointed my gun. No, you gotta have a little twang in your speech for me to believe that you even shot something like that, dude.
Well, if this is National Geographic, you gotta remember these are the same people that does Swamp People. And they're the ones that have the narrator that say, when they're pulling a 600-pound gator up out of the water dead. And and then all these other, no.
And they just roll it over the side of their John boat like it's nothing.
Yeah, like it's not. Yeah,
and
you're right.
I love, and I love how they show all the shots too. 22 mag, fuck that. 22 mag, and then they show them taking this and shooting in water, splashes back. There ain't no goddamn cameraman in his mind gonna be sitting in the water beside this gator, watching them film. Not only the bullet coming by them, but then they got a gator hook beside them, right at fucking shoulder length. Yeah, that is
no,
TV
screw that
bullshit.
No, that
it's TV bullshit.
I'll call that. I'm called BS on all this, but let's
television land magic.
It fell to the
See what
ground.
this guy said.
You could see the impact. You could see the dust come off of it.
Huh? Dust come off of it.
Oh my God! All American
say,
Sniper
Wait,
and shit.
More. Then we see two smaller ones. Maybe
2
3.5
smaller
feet
ones?
Tall, maybe
Well, we might as well kill them too.
Me and my buddy watched them for between 10 and 15 minutes up close.
Bullshit. He does not run.
Yeah.
Look at his build.
Well, I mean, maybe they had a bag of Oreos and he was.
No, they ain't got no chicken wings.
Square in the neck. Walked up to it, grabbed it. It was still alive.
I don't believe this guy.
It was bleeding all over me.
Oh, really?
It had very human-like features.
I think you. Hold on. Wait a minute. So he killed He killed someone with children. And he's like, I thought there's Bigfoot.
Well, maybe living in a crackhead country.
They had human-like features. They had a car, keys, wallet,
See, I live in a crackhead
Please don't shoot
community.
me.
Once you shoot an adult crackhead, you have to take off all their offspring because they're gonna grow up just like them. So we went and shot them in the neck.
Very human-like
Holy shit.
features. Said, "Please don't kill me. I'm lost."
They bled all over me, and then I was worried I was gonna get infected too. Holy shit! Now I got scabies.
I just want to see my family again in Pasadena.
Sir, we got turned around.
I didn't know.
Hey, that's a Bigfoot.
I didn't know Bigfoots were from Pasadena.
These sons of bitches weren't using solar power, so we had to kill them all. That's what the Clintons told us to do.
He was about 5'4", Hispanic, looked like, but I thought it was Bigfoot.
He's about 200 pounds, but he had about 30 pounds of grease dripping off of him, so I decided to kill him.
My God. He just confessed to a murder. Like, really? You killed a Bigfoot and 2 children? Yeah, I don't know. It was human-like features.
A lot of human-like features.
Bacon, and then one of them had a cell phone.
That's kind of furry. That one trying to call 911, and I ended that shit real quick. But now, since National Geographic here, I'm going to tell you all about it.
You know what, Travis? You wouldn't believe it, but another Bigfoot showed up. He had a badge and a gun. He was driving a cop car. It was...
And a BBC. I had to shoot that motherfucker fast. That was going to hurt.
Very human-like features. Said, drop your weapon. And I said, no.
Fuck you, yours is standing up. I'm shooting.
That Bigfoot was wearing people clothes.
You know what's weird? Travis, you know what's weird? That son of a bitch looked just like my mother-in-law and my stupid kids that I wanted to get away from.
Good thing I got insurance.
Oh, my God. Look just like my ex-wife.
Holy shit. We've either lost all of our 300 viewers or we've gained like 700 tonight.
He looked like my bastard neighbor that had that dog always shit on my lawn. He just looked just like him.
That some bitch won't be doing that there no more, I tell you what.
We saw
I pulled out my Model 29 629 Classic.
Pretty sure that Bigfoot was going to testify against me in court.
Oh yeah,
but I did it right. I pointed it at my own head 4 times before I pulled the trigger on him. I watched that Boggy Creek too. By God, I know how to take them out.
I didn't want that Bigfoot lawyering up against me.
Oh shit!
Oh my God, dude, that's just funny. Like, I had human features. It was human. What are you talking about? He just confessed to murder. All right, let's go. Let's finish this story.
Their eyes had whites in them.
Laid all over me.
Awful lot like Manuel.
Oh, that's a serial killer look right there, dude.
I shot a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch.
Or wait! You can't say a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch. It was one or the other. You can't just
reasonable explanation for what happened to me. I haven't found any sort of way to prove that I'm telling the truth. That's what I'm hoping that this DNA study does. I would give
the DNA study found out that it was indeed his wife and his 2 children.
Okay, wait. So he shot 2 Bigfoots. Maybe 3.
Oh no, he shot. It sounds like he rolled up on a picnic and took out everybody in it.
What the fuck happened to the bodies? What happened to the bones?
The Bigfoot died. They're dead.
Oh my God!
No, he killed the whole fucking family. Have you not been listening? I mean,
well, he killed one adult, 2 kids, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So what happened? And I'm sorry, this was back in what, 2010? Yeah. I guarantee you them some bitches had them throwaway cameras. They didn't have a cell phone, but they had throwaway cameras that they could have took to their Fred's Super X dollar store and got them developed.
An hour later, Daddy Bigfoot comes along and is like, what the fuck, man?
My family. What are you doing?
I went on a fishing trip and the whole family's gone. What the fuck?
That one Bigfoot had a bucket of KFC. I took him out. took out their picnic basket too.
I ate the chicken, then I turned around and they was all gone. I don't know what the fuck happened, but I shot them. I swear I did.
I took care of them. I took care of all of them.
Then I put them all in their car and pushed it off in the lake.
I don't know why you can't find the body.
That owed me money. It was crazy.
I put all them big bastards in a Ford Pinto and pushed them in the lake. I swear.
I set it ablaze, because I didn't want any, remains left because no one will believe me anyway.
I like how, which I kind of keep up on the Bigfoot shit because I'm kind of interested in it, but how National Geographic said he's the most controversial Bigfoot sighting / killing that's ever happened. And I've never fucking heard of him.
I know. Like they're just making up shit. I mean,
you can't tell me that ain't made for shit TV. Because, dude, if that really fucking went that some bit, even back then, that would have been all over the major news. That some bitch, man, look, I gave me a big open. And them was redneck motherfucker. That some bitch, every one of them some bitch would have been strapped to the top of that RAV4. And they would have went to their town.
He's not believable. If he had an accent like me, you, or Cody, would have strapped all those to the front hood and said, honked the horn going down Main Street of whatever town you were in. Like, look what I got.
Exactly.
Not like. Well, I hope the DNA.
Way too much. We couldn't. Way too much. We couldn't get it on top of the RAV4, so we just drug it behind the town.
Cody.
But look at the remains. What's left of it?
I was about to say the only thing we got them by is if they couldn't have got them on top and they just put a rope and drug them. By the time they got halfway to town, these look a little human.
I would say
we better kick these off in the ditch.
I will say this: if Cody killed a Bigfoot, like the head would be chopped off and put on his antenna of his vehicle. Just like, look at this! Like, look what I got.
No, that's not what would happen.
Okay, what would happen?
We would cut the head off and we'd take it to his dad and be like, "We need a skull mount of this. Can you boil the head for us?"
We need a taxidermist.
Exactly.
Stat.
I'm honest about that. That's really what would happen.
Yeah,
He's got one of my deer heads right now.
Bastard. I'm just a cheap bastard. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that and his dad does a damn good job.
Show it off.
Yeah, he's a great European mount. He does. Anybody needing a European mount done, we can hook you up.
Dude, that dude murdered a family and he's just pawning it off on a Bigfoot sighting. I'm just saying that. I mean, that's not a legit hunter.
Yeah, it was just an inbred hairy family. I mean,
probably a bunch of hippies out on a picnic and just got taken out one by one.
From Folk, Arkansas. They's on vacation. They saved up for 10 years and some shot them.
some wannabe redneck shows up and kills them all.
In a Toyota RAV4 of all fucking vehicles too. That's like the most
killed by someone. I want it to be in a nice, like jacked up truck. Like I want to know it's a redneck.
That tells you National Geographic that'd been a Ford F-150 or a Chevy 1500. I mean that would have not been a fucking
Toyota
RAV4.
Square body Chevy with the fenders rusted, falling off. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yep. Yeah, but a Toyota RAV4, really?
Yeah, come on. You're hunting out of a Toyota RAV4. You're not a hunter.
And maybe an 85 Toyota.
One. I'm not saying I wasn't, but it would not be my
first.
Well, it would. Okay,
because Krista would whoop your ass if you did.
In a pinch, you would probably take it, right? So,
sure.
Yeah, but we wouldn't come home.
Oh my god, I thought that was funny.
That's hilarious.
Oh god. Well, gentlemen, shall we get into some news?
Yeah,
all right. Sounds good.
I guess we're getting into the news now.
Yeah, this was only going to be an hour and a half show, and 3 hours later.
Oh, dude, no, these shows usually don't even think you're going to get an hour and a half out of this. It's going to always go to 3 at least.
That's what Cody said. Oh, that's only be an hour and a half show.
Yeah, liar.
I didn't say that this time. I did not.
I thought
I've learned my lesson. First Bigfoot captured.
Yeah.
But we released sheep back into the wild, so it's all good.
Well, Cody, you got any news? I got a little bit.
Not much. You go ahead and go.
All right, we've got Cabin Girl on It's a Tubi exclusive.
I heard about that.
It's got a director that has some interesting things under his wing. He has The Strangers Pray at Night and Bone Tomahawk. John D. Wagner.
Oh man, I gotta watch this now.
I'm on board then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am interested. I've got it saved.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it is dropping before the end of this month or early next month on Tubi. We have several Emmy nominations for horror this year.
Say what?
Yeah.
Yes, Emmy nomination. The Last of Us, outstanding drama series. It's Yellow Jackets. I don't know if y'all know about Yellow Jackets.
I do. I've been curious.
I haven't watched it.
I've been curious about it, but go ahead.
The synopsis: teenage girls eating each other, literally and metaphorically. So this could
Christina
be
Ricci, Juliette Lewis.
Yeah,
they
that's,
have a plane
that's
crash.
why I put it on her.
Cheerleaders in a plane crash and get caught in the woods. It's in its second season now, I think.
You got to have protein to survive, and I'm sure there's some protein in there if you work hard enough.
Just didn't come off like you thought.
No, that's exactly how I thought it'd come off. Cody's not catching up yet.
It's too much. I can't do this. I can't fucking do this.
Oh, that's exactly how I wanted it to come across. But guess what? Hey,
Try to
guess
help
what
my
it's
kids during bed.
Wait, guess what it's nominated for? Outstanding drama series. So this
Good
can
job.
go three different ways.
Yeah,
All right.
good.
Then we've got Wednesday, which is my daughter's favorite, is comedy series.
I've been curious.
Um,
I just haven't ventured into it.
The Jeffrey
I watched the first
Dahmer.
episode. I gotta get back into it.
I've seen them all because my baby girl loves them. Then the Jeffrey Dahmer story, outstanding anthology series.
You know, Evan Peters is a great actor.
Amazing. Just fucking amazing.
And, you know, all the flack that they got for that show, I mean, they actually did a really good job, I thought. I mean, it sucks that it really happened, but I mean, that's what makes the story.
Oh, it was
great.
awesome anthology.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then we've got Prey as outstanding TV movie.
dude, Prey was so great. I can't wait.
Haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God. Dude, I'll tell you what, I went into Prey with the lowest expectations ever, and it just blew me away because it's part of the Predator universe. It's just a great movie. It really is. It's not bad. It surprised me, and I was like, yes, more of that, please. More of that kind of shit right there.
Well, I'm fixing to subscribe to Hulu because Justified is one of my favorite series.
Yeah,
and,
City Primeval.
Yep,
comes out
City
soon,
Primeval is coming on Hulu only. So I'm like, you know what? They've hooked me. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe so I can watch that.
The odd thing, I read a
then
little
I'll
bit
get to
about
watch
that.
Prey.
The cool thing about it, the story it's based on, the City Primeval story, is not a Justified Raylan Givens story.
No, not at all.
They inserted his character into the story, and the creators of Justified, the ones who are involved with this, that they liked the novel so much they put Raylan Givens in it. So yeah, I'm open to that.
Which would be neat, putting Raylan Givens way out of his threshold and deep in the inner city instead of
exactly.
out in the
We
country,
only got like hints of that in the series.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome.
Definitely check it out.
Yep, and that's all of my news I have, Code. So what do you have?
Speaking of Emmy nominations, you left out one. Hocus Pocus 2 got 3 Emmy nominations as well.
Move on.
Yeah. Hey, that was a childhood classic, and the original Hocus Pocus, and the second one.
Well,
I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was.
I haven't seen the second one. I gotta say, my girls love the first one. I haven't
Yeah.
seen the second one, so I can't really say
I
nothing of
went
it.
to
If
the
my kids
theater to
like
see
it,
the
it'll be
first one.
fine.
It
Yeah.
was sprinkled with some woke stuff. It wasn't terribly
Oh
overpowering, but
Lord.
it was
Actually,
there.
my kids might have already seen it. I don't remember. I don't know.
Disney
Anyway, I haven't seen
Disney
it. So.
mainstream. You can't watch anything mainstream Disney without having some woke bullshit in it.
Well,
Oh well,
it
that
is.
also. What's the new movie on Sound of Freedom? Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Get
you want me
this.
to? Because I went and saw it.
Yep. Go ahead.
No, have y'all seen it?
No, I haven't.
No, I've
My wife and one of my daughters.
I'm definitely interested in it. Yeah, and for no other reason, I'm a big fan of Jim Caviezel. Even before Passion of the Christ, I liked him back from Frequency.
I will say,
with, Dennis Quaid.
It was it's a fantastic movie. It's a story that needed to be told, and even though some people want to downplay it as some sort of QAnon thing, this stuff is really happening. And
And it doesn't have the
I
Hollywood
listened
in
to Tim Ballard. Tim Ballard has a podcast. Definitely listen to it. But I love the line that God's children aren't for sale, and that's what we all need to really focus on instead of what you go by or your politics or whatever. This is way more important.
Oh yeah.
That this needs to stop. And
regardless of your political position.
This speeds a lot of what's going on now too. Pope, what I forgot what company picked this up and actually produced it.
Angel Studios.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Disney had
Angel
the rights
Studios.
to it originally, and they didn't want to do anything.
No,
Disney bought Fox.
Nobody in Hollywood would touch it.
Yeah.
You know why? They're all fucking pedophiles. Every fucking one of them. They're pedophiles.
I don't know about every one of
They're
them, but probably a lot of them.
Come on, Disney, all of them. Look at all the shit they're doing. All of them in Hollywood.
I will say
All
this.
of them.
You go and look up Operation Underground Railroad. You can support them on all social media platforms. I bought me a cap. You'll probably be, once it comes in, you'll see me wear it on a lot of my shows because I'm very passionate about this. It's something that needed to be brought into the light. And anybody that thinks that Epstein Island was the only thing that was out there is truly mistaken, because this is something that's been going on forever. And
with the Hollywood elite for years, yes.
Sex trafficking of children and everything has surpassed the drug trade. And that's why it's still happening, because they make billions of dollars off of it.
There's more slaves now than what there was when it was legal.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to go too far. I mean, that Sound of Freedom, if you hadn't seen it, go see it. You go to the website, get you a free ticket. If you can't afford it, you can, they got free tickets. Go see it.
As I've seen on social media, all the people downplaying it, saying it's QAnon, which
they're
I
all
haven't
fucking
seen
pedophiles.
But yeah, if they're downplaying it, all the libtards that are downplaying it, saying it's a big QAnon thing. It's a movie bringing light to the sexual trafficking of children, and you want to fucking trash it and say that it's not trying to relate it to a fucking political affiliation.
I'm about to trigger Poe on this one. All right.
Okay.
Chris Cornell, Chester Benefield,
Mm-hmm.
and the girl that got killed on Rust by Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
They were all, before they died, were doing a big deal on this shit that was going on in Hollywood.
A documentary on
pedophilia. Yes. Chris
pedophilia.
Cornell was the biggest one going. Well, guess what? He died. Well, Chester was his good buddy. Well, guess what? Oh, fuck, they committed suicide.
They committed suicide.
Both of them. And then the girl, the producer, guess what? Oh, damn.
She died.
Alec Baldwin shot her.
Mm-hmm.
On a set where you're not supposed to have any functional weapon.
No live ammo.
No, not live ammo. Any functional weapon. Ever since, Brandon Lee died, any big movie has to have weapons that are from a place where you rent them and they're not functional. The barrels are breached. You can't fire a live round through them. How the fuck did that gun even get in there? What, you even remember Reggie and Gigi Bannister from Phantasm was like, how the fuck did this happen? So we've been on lots of low budget movies where, yeah, none of this could ever happen. How did this happen? And then even Gigi was like, Alec Baldwin's a professional Hollywood actor. I don't even see how this would happen with him getting the gun. And yeah, it was, yeah, you can't tell me all that shit wasn't staged. And guess what? That production died with her.
Yeah, it did.
She was the last one.
It's a serious thing, and I'm glad people are paying more attention to it. And thank God for the movie, because I probably wouldn't even know who Tim Ballard was without it. And my wife had been following it for a long time, and she knew that this movie was made like 5 years ago, and it finally came out. This is something serious, and everybody needs to pay attention to it, because this is something serious. And
don't let the radical
don't-
left or whatever morons that want to try to downplay child trafficking.
Well, I
regardless
think
of
they
who
all
are.
lost credibility. I think I predict in the next maybe 5 years that CNN, MSNBC, and all this probably won't be around anymore, because no one's going to listen to them. Their ratings are in the toilet, and it's people like us. It's people that actually want to tell the truth and actually want to speak about this stuff that's going to kill them off, and they don't like it. That's why they discredit everyone, and that's why YouTube is on board with them. You know, they want to discredit people. They don't want people talking about the truth. And this is something I'm really passionate about, and I'm going to continue to be passionate about it, because it's horrendous, it's horrible, and there's monsters out there, and they need to be dealt with. They really do. So,
And those monsters shoot
go see it.
Bigfoot kids too.
Yeah. Yeah, don't let people in RAV4s kill Bigfoot children.
Save the Bigfoot kids.
Yeah, save this. But yeah. Oh, and Father Mahoney, thanks for joining us. He's in the chat.
Yes, Rob.
So anyway, now I was going to talk more about it, and I got a lot more I could say about it. We could probably go another hour.
Oh, I do too. But
I just been I've been digging into a lot of stuff. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
You did get me on a little bit of a soapbox, but I know it's late.
I told you I'd probably get you fired up.
Oh yeah,
on
you
that
will,
one.
man. You'll get me.
There's a reason Epstein's list hasn't been released.
Many, many questions. Yes.
Yep.
Like, where's Bigfoot?
My wife in the chat, politics. Golly, calm down with that.
He's dead. Haven't you listened? That crazy motherfucker in the RAV4 killed him and his kids.
Yeah.
National Geographic put it out. It's gotta be fucking true.
I can see it now. Next time me and Trevor are going to be out in his yard shooting the bows. And along the gravel road, the county road, here's going to come a RAV4 slowly rolling down there like, oh, fuck. And that'll be the end of it.
Yep.
There you go.
That's why National Geographic hasn't covered child trafficking, because it ain't really going on if National Geographic doesn't cover it, right?
Hillary leans out the window of that RAV floor with her submachine gun, and that's the end of Backwoods Horror Show.
I'm pretty sure I'd be more accurate with my bow than Hillary is with a submachine gun. So
there you go.
All right.
Don't let her come to the Backwoods. That lizard person.
Bill's not going to be paying attention. He's going to be looking around for something.
That loser.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Should
Chelsea will be driving, so
should we plug stuff, gentlemen? I know it's getting kind of late.
Yeah, we probably need to start plugging shit. We're already well over 3 hours.
I love it though. It's a fun show. I love all these shows.
Yeah. Of course, check out the back catalog now. We have a little bit of a back catalog now of Backwoods Horror Show. And
don't forget
check
the
out all the
Psycho
other
Sisters.
The Psycho Sisters, Psycho Sister Films, on Rumble as well. Check out, they'll be uploading new movies all the time. They're little short films, bunch of really great stuff by some really talented kids. Of course,
Morning
Grandpa's
Brew.
playlist. Brew Crew.
Yep.
Yeah.
Formerly Morning Brew.
Screw those guys.
Yeah. Politics.
The Coffee Bean Show.
The Coffee Bean Show, yeah. Yeah, Brew Crew coming back Sunday, and I'm not going anywhere for a little while, so a couple Sundays.
Awesome.
We'll be back on track. It's just been a fun summer, and we take breaks and we go and do stuff with our family.
yeah.
So, new Brew Crew will be this Sunday. Come hell or high water, it'll happen.
About what time do you guys usually start Sunday morning?
9 a.m. Central.
9? All right.
And that's me, Grandpa the Nerd, and Joey T, of course. And sometimes we have Father Mahoney show up, or one of you guys, if you're up, come on in.
We still got to get Joey T
I'll
on here. We need to make that happen. We got to get Joey T to the Backwoods.
Yes, you definitely put it out there, because I think he would enjoy it. You just have to talk about a movie that he's probably seen, because he's not a big horror movie fan. But
yeah, well, me and Travis already talked about this doing we're doing our Back to Camp series this summer, doing some camp movies, non-horror camp movies.
Okay, I got you.
Meatballs and
Meatballs,
like
yeah.
yeah.
That'd be fun.
Let Joey pick one.
Yeah, and then I don't know, but I think the near do wells will be on the saddle again. Maybe tomorrow night. I don't know. I got to get with Tyree about how he feels and all that stuff. So might have another near do wells from the tavern coming up. Maybe tomorrow. So
turn your air conditioners on early for the tavern.
Yeah, I know.
If you don't.
Yeah, it's been.
I don't blame you guys. I sure as hell wouldn't be doing that shit in that heat either.
Yeah. Kind of late in the evening, about 8 o'clock maybe. I don't know. But we've been talking about it, and we need to do another one. So, well, maybe tomorrow night, maybe Wednesday night. I don't know. I need to get with Ty on that one. So,
yep. And our next Backwoods horror will have you piping along. Little hint on that. Cody still has no idea, do you?
I remember now.
Yeah, you remember. All right.
You jogged my memory.
Yeah, there you go. So, kind of a special little thing on the anniversary or something, and
awesome.
I think it'll be a fun little show.
And as always, just when you think you have all the answers, we make new questions.
Yep.
Father Mahoney, I think Father Mahoney, not this next week, following week. Yeah, there he is. Okay, yeah. The 28th, House of Horrors on the 28th. Father Mahoney's back. So,
sweet. Hell yeah, he's putting them out good.
And I just want to say that my buddy William Von Grimm had some family stuff come up, and my heart's out there for him. He had to cancel being on House of Horrors, but it's a family issue. I'm not going to divulge what all it is, but keep him in your thoughts, guys. I mean, he's a good guy. He's going through a pretty tough time right now, so I did want to say that. But I think that's all I got. That's all I got right now.
Yeah, well,
that's all
I guess, we got her wrapped up then. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
And the store. Let's not forget the Teespring store.
The Teespring store, yes. Pick up your
if you
Dognut Media merch
Media,
of all the great shows.
Really?
Yeah, Dog Shit Media. Dog Shit merch, yeah.
And there's Backwood Horror Show T-shirts and pint glasses if you want to pour a beverage in there and join. Yeah, we got.
Where is this available at? What?
It is Teespring, and it's Dognut Media Store. I will share the links, and I'll show you. I made pint glasses for your guys' shows. All the drinkers, they'll like all the logos are on these pint glasses. So get you a pint glass.
Get some of them and a T-shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
Hell yeah. Are they all T-shirts, or do there some muscle shirts?
There's I'll get with y'all if y'all want to do more than that. There's jackets with Dognut Media on it. There's coffee mugs, all that stuff. But I'll get with you guys, whatever you want to put out there. Tank tops, I think I have for you guys. Regular T-shirts, women's shirts, kids, and pint glasses, I think.
Awesome.
So, yeah. There you go.
That'll work.
All right. Is that it?
I believe that is it. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this. And if you enjoyed it, tune in again. If you didn't, tune in again, even if you didn't enjoy it. Maybe the next show will surpass your expectations. If it offended you, well, just fuck off. We don't worry about you anyway. And everybody, hope you enjoyed your little trip into the backwoods with the Boggy Woods. And
beware the Bigfoot BBC. Keep your eyes open.
And you'll be, if you come back with us next time, you'll be piping along with some frogs. So we'll end on that note.